thing, right?
What? We're live.
We're live now. You didn't do the opening.
We're live. No, there
Hey,
is
y'all. Why didn't we do that for Reinhardt? God, Reinhardt worked so hard.
I can play.
You should at least had your guitar and played us in.
No, there ain't no way I can do that. Right. Hey, everybody.
Our phones is blowing up. You can turn the
Uh-oh.
ringer up.
What?
I can't comment.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm telling you, it's been really weird here. Went through 2 computers trying to get signed in.
That's probably a good if you can't get in the live chat. That
Look here.
for me.
Look here. We got Patrick Noble and Diane.
Janelle.
It went that time. It's showing up as you.
Huh?
Look here.
Yeah.
I'm let down. Billy Schilling ain't in. And
Hey,
Joe
Diane,
Joe
Janelle, Katie,
Where-
Patrick,
Where?
There's Pyro.
Yuri. Hey, Bobby.
Oh, there's Gary. Gary
Missed
Spice.
anybody? Flat Rock's in here. Hey, Flat Rock.
Hey,
What's up,
Flat
y'all?
Rock. Hey, buddy.
Rock.
Sherry, Robin.
Hold on. Eric done bounced out.
What happened to Eric? Eric's in pain.
There he is.
There he is.
Dad.
Eric's in two places.
Right.
Eric.
We got Eric live and Eric swirling.
I know. Now there's 2 Erics.
Yep.
What in the world? We got a video or something coming up?
You let the Spencer run it. That's the problem.
Yeah, Misty, take over.
That's always the problem.
No doubt.
Let's see. Are we supposed to add this to the stream?
What the hell? No.
What happened?
That's
What'd
the
you
old Eric.
do?
That's the old Eric. We got the new Eric.
Wow!
Hey, you need to retract that shit.
I'm so lost, y'all. I literally just got here.
That was a glitch in the Matrix.
That's right.
Yup.
Huh.
Wait.
Right.
Hold on. We got to start out like a little bit. Hello, everybody. This is second like going live late and everything like that. We got Eric in with us this time, and we got Al, Greg's brother. Well, not his biological brother, but Al,
Adopted brother.
the guy that has saved Greg's ass a couple times.
He got out of it a few times.
Al has actually been on Beast TV with us, I think once. Anyway, wasn't you?
Yeah, he's always
Yeah.
working every time everybody's got a podcast.
Some of us have to work for a living.
He was with me. He was with me. If anybody tuned in last Thursday, Al was the one that was with me that
Yeah.
motorcycle was revving up and had the booger pissed off. Yep. He got to hear all that goodness.
That motorcycle story is like my favorite fucking story.
No, it's one of my least favorites.
I'd give anything if we had that
Your
record.
wife's in here, Greg.
I can't keep her from nowhere. I mean, I try to avoid her all I can.
I love her.
What about her last night, Spencer? Man, I'm so sorry. I told y'all. Y'all think she's all nice and sweet. What I mean, it's like 12:30 last night. She's putting on the Woodwalkers.
Yeah.
Guarding the rock.
I'm like, I saw her in live chat this morning. I went back and watched that this morning just to see the chat. What did anybody come over about Eric Short on his show? What?
It was his wife. He didn't know she was there. He had headphones in. And so it was actually her coming in. And when she realized that he was on the podcast, I guess she went back out. Yeah. Yeah.
Had everybody freaked out.
Out for a second. I knew we had seen something, but
Yes. Eric's wife. Eric's wife walked in on him during that thing, and nobody knew it. And I went back and watched the show before they knew it was Carla, and I was like, "Holy
I
shit!"
can't hear anything you guys are saying.
What is he?
What?
can't hear us. My internet's not working very good either.
Misty's coming. You're coming through loud and clear to us.
Spencer's breaking
I'm not
up.
cutting out.
No, it's just Spencer. And I don't think
it's slow trying to work the comments. It's not. It's like when I click something, so it may go crazy. There may be all kinds of stuff pop up, but let me look, Eric. Let me see if I can fix it.
There went Eric.
It's got to be his internet.
It could be that wind.
I don't know. We're having a horrible windstorms down here right now. I mean, we're having like 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Just out of the blue. It ain't no clouds, rain, nothing. It's just wind.
I'm going to take him out to where he's got to come completely back in. And listen.
Billy, I think you're right. It may be Spencer's fault.
Hey, Billy knows what's going on.
Yeah, Billy keeps up with stuff.
That's what I was saying.
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I mean, I know it's
I hear
15 almost after 10, but my time.
Spencer, you sound like Kermit the Frog in an aluminum can.
I hear you plain as day. Everybody else in chat saying
You're cutting out really bad.
See?
Yeah, you're going in like you'll say a word and then miss a word, and then I'll say a word and miss a word.
You like a hiccup in Darth Vader.
Eric.
Never
mind.
Wait. Give me a minute.
Y'all give us just a second. We're trying to get it straightened out. It's been storming.
Technical difficulties at this time.
Greg will tell you a story while we wait. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm trying to think something I can tell them about that's rather eventful in my life.
Let me see if we can figure this out right quick. Al.
Yeah.
The story.
We ain't gonna sing to nobody. Y'all want me to tell them about the story where Al thought the booger man had eaten me alive when he heard the horrific gun battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, he absolutely, I think I scared him to death. He didn't know what was going on. We'd split up and we'd been dealing, we'd been dealing with boogers for a long time at that point in our life. And it was really cold one morning. We went in there early. I went down to the bottom field and Al was in the top field. I got off down in there and I thought, well, I'm not going to sit in the stand. I'll get in there where I could see this little deep hollow and back up. And it was like a shelf that went around like a bench shelf, went off the hill and it flattened and went on down to the river. And I got just out of the green field. And this was the same area where the two boogers that came up that I heard them talking back and forth communicating kind of went into that deer trail that went out of that field. Well, I got to where I could see below the cane break, and it was just this little steep gorge. It went just down real deep and then right back up the other side. And I leaned up against this poplar tree, standing there holding my rifle. I had it just laying across my arm, and I was leaning against this tree.
Greg, hold on just a second. Eric, can you hear us?
Yeah.
No, he's back. Look at
Okay. All right. Good.
Good. All right. We ready? Anyway, I'm standing there, and I just had walked up to this tree and was leaning there, and it was cold, crisp morning. And the deer here were in rut. I mean, they just had fixing to be peaked out rutting. So the bucks was acting crazy. And I reached in my bib of my insulated coveralls or overalls, and I pulled my grunt call out and got it up to my mouth. And if you'll blow two short grunts and a long, a lot of times they look at that like a challenge, just Yep. And when I done that, across this little swag, and like I said, if I'd pulled a tape measure across, it would have probably been like 40 yards and like down from eye level down, it was probably a 35-foot drop, down and back up. Well, on this other plane out through there where I could see through the woods, this little bench, the whole world just comes alive. I mean, like sticks and leaves, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I see a deer running, and it is running wide open coming toward me. And this thing's like 150 yards. And I just turn and pull my rifle up, and I'm looking. And I can see horns. And it's like I said, this was kind of early in the season, but I hadn't killed anything yet. And the first deer, usually if I see a first rack buck, I'll kill it. Then I'll try to get something bigger. Well, I'm watching, and this deer, he's running at me, straight coming like I've got him on a rope pulling him. And this son gun is running, and he'd run up there, and it was like he would headbutt a little tree. It was like a little bitty dogwood. And I see him, he just rams it, and he's like a billy goat. He's just butting, and he shake his head, shake his horns, and he backs up. Well, here he comes again. He's running. He's running straight at me, wide open. And I thought, what is this fool thing doing? And it runs up there, and it hits another little tree and does the same thing. And then here he comes. He's running straight at me. Well, he comes up there, and there's like a trail that goes down and then right back up to where I'm at. Well, he gets there, instead of coming down that trail and back up to me, he turns and he like goes up on the other side of this little draw, and he's running side to side from my left to my right. Well, I just pull a rifle up on him, and I get on him running. I'm going with him. And I get the crosshairs going on that front shoulder, and I pull the trigger. Boom! Well, the rifle recoils, and it goes right back. It don't look like I've cut a hair. This deer is still running, except now he's hauling ass. I get on him a second shot, and just as I pull the trigger, he runs behind a poplar tree about, I don't know, big as 5-gallon bucket. And I blew the bark off the side of that tree, a big old spot. Just explodes. The gun recoils, and I'm still on him, and I pull the third shot. Boom! And the son of a gun just crumples, starts tumbling. Well, he rolls down this hill toward me, and he's going bloop, da bloop, da bloop, da bloop. And at the bottom, there's a little old branch that would run in wet weather, and it had some water in it. But this thing's about 6 foot wide and about over belly button deep. And he falls in this little pool of water, and it splashes. This son of a gun looks like he's turbocharged. He jumps up, looks up the hill where I'm at, where I'm standing. And he's like, say, I don't know, he's probably 50 feet, 60 feet from me. He jumps out of that little hole and runs straight at me with his head down. His horns is coming at me. And I shoot this deer, and I shoot him right where his neck and his shoulder meet. And he's like 20 feet. He's coming straight at me like he's fixing to gore me with his horns. Well, I shoot that 4th shot on my rifle, and he rears up and falls over backwards. Bloop, 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 back down the hill, lands in the water again, starts shaking and flopping, and jumps up and tears out to run down the hollow away from me to my left. He's in the bottom of this branch. So I get on him again. Boom! In the 5th shot, I hit him again. Now, I've done hit him 4 out of 5 shots with this Browning semi-automatic rifle. And it slams him into the dirt bank on the other side, and he falls. Well, about that time, he starts kicking and flopping, and he starts trying to get up. And I'm going, oh, my God. Well, I don't have time to start throwing more shells in, so I sling my rifle over my shoulder, reach in, jerk a .357 Magnum tactical revolver out, thumb it back, and I draw down. Boom, click, click, boom, click, click, boom. And he's running away down this hollow away from me. And I'm putting rounds on him because I can see hair flying. I fired 6 shots out of that revolver. I had 1 more shell in it because it holds 7. But I hit him 5 out of 6 times with the revolver and him running. And the last shot I shot him, he was getting, the hollow was going downhill away from me. And I shot him right between his shoulder blades and clipped his spine because I was trying to knock him down and keep him down. So by the time the smoke's cleared, the whole time from the first shot to the last shot, less than 30 seconds, was it not?
Yeah, it wasn't a minute.
It was like no time. I've done emptied a high-powered rifle, and it was boom, 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 and then a little break, and then a boom, and then a little bit of break, and a boom. And just long enough for me to sling that over and pull that pistol and go to work. I'm sitting there watching him, and I'm like, well, he's down, and maybe he's going to stay that way. And y'all, the only thing, he was so wigged out on adrenaline, he was ready to fight whatever was in there. He was trying to find him a lady friend. He thought another buck, I guess, was in there. The adrenaline had hit him. I couldn't get him to stay down.
He was like a meth buck. Down. He's down. He's up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like a basketball. But anyway, about 4 or 5 minutes passed, and I'm standing there watching him, and then I hear, hey. And I like look around, it's him. I was like, what are you doing? He said, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just killed a deer. What the hell are you shooting? I said, I just killed a buck right down there. God dang, I thought Squatch done got you. But anyway, we go down there to get the thing, and I'm like, dude, that's going to be hell to get it out of there. And it was off in a hole. I'm talking about a hole.
You got to tell
So the best part, the funniest part, him, I had a Suzuki Samurai that I built the engine in, and buddy of mine, they owned a performance machine shop. So we kind of souped up. Believe it or not, you can have a moderately souped up Suzuki Samurai. It just looked like military camouflage. I'd like done a full military camouflage job, and
it had bumper for the
front end. It had homemade. I worked in a welding shop for a few years, and I built the bumpers out of like Schedule 80 like 3-inch steel pipe, and it had a winch on the front and had a big bumper on the back. We go get the Samurai. We go down there. I was like, dude, I really don't want to have to try to drag that buck out of that hill. So he goes, what are we going to do? I said, hold on. I'll lock this thing in low lock 4-wheel drive. And I swear, y'all, I turned it down through the timber. And we're going up through there. We're running over saplings. I mean, they're like big.
4 to 6 inches.
We'd go up on it with that Samurai, and it wouldn't ride them over all at once. You'd go up, and the front tires would be like 6 foot off the ground, and it finally get enough weight, and we'd push these trees over. We get down there to the bottom by this branch. We like probably 40 yards getting to where the deer was. Al said, we can drag it. I said, no, we can get on down in there. And there was a pine. And this pine, y'all, I'm not kidding you. It had to be 6-8 inches through this pine. We got the front bumper on it, and I'd hit it, and that Samurai would ride up, and it'd stand up, and it'd start bouncing, and we'd back off of it, and I'd hit it again, and it like it was going to ride over, and it would stand the Samurai, and the Samurai was doing this, man, it like when the space shuttle was taking off. Well, finally, I back off of it. He's like, what are you going to do? I said, well, help, I can't push it down forward. I'm going to stand back over it. And he looks at me like, you got to be shitting me. I said, no, just hold on. So we're like Austin Powers when he was stuck in the tunnel on the golf cart. We bump, turned around. I lined this baby up and nailed it from about 12, 14 foot. And that Samurai slid up to the front bumper.
Front tires was not on the ground.
They was not a tire. The bumper and the thing, and we sit there and it teetered. And then finally the tree started falling over, and it went, cloom. And he's like, now we're high standard. And I've got it nailed. It's just throwing. I'd whoop the steering wheel, and it's throwing mud. We finally shimmy down, slide down this tree, and we backed up, 6-8 foot from that deer?
Yeah, it wasn't far.
We loaded it up. And he's like, now we ain't going to get out of here. I said, hold on. Dude, I picked another trail up through them leaves, and I nailed that thing. Of course, cleaned carburetor out good, and I nailed it. We went up through there, and I swear, I don't think it ever spun a tire. We went up there, run over saplings, and made it out back out the road. And he's like, ain't nobody ever believe this story. I said, no, probably not, but we done it. So, but absolutely, that was one of the deer that I killed that it scared him to death. He thought Booger Man was attacking me, and I was fighting him off.
Now, I've personally seen the deer on your wall that had 5 shots within about the bottom of a Coke can. So I know you do that, but my question is, how the hell did we get on Bigfoot? I thought we were going to talk about other stuff. I
was talking about a hunting story. I just said that he thought Bigfoot was getting me.
Anything goes.
Hey, Spencer, do me a favor. Reach down deep and grab your man voice. I can barely hear you.
Eric, they're over there talking about Bigfoot, and what I want to know is that time that you and Shane was there and the boogers tried to get you in that pinch point to walk through, and you had enough common sense not to go down. Do you know the story I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Can you tell that one, because a lot of people probably don't know that.
It was actually just experience and past experience, and you never want to lose line of sight. Especially, I mean, you just don't want to do it when you know you're around predators, bear or whatever, cat. You never want to lose line of sight, and we had 3 of them on us. They triangulated us, and we have this in our archives, and we've actually, I just went through it a few weeks back. You can hear the one behind us, and he does a knock, and we start kind of moving away from it. And then we get one to the right of us on a ridge, a knock, and one on the left. But when we stopped, they got really aggressive on us, to the point to where you could hear, like, when they would hit a tree, whatever they were holding, wood-wise, it had to be wood, you could literally hear it splintering. But that was every time we would stop, they would do this. And when we'd start moving again, they'd continue it. But it'd get lighter, but we could hear them moving. and the way that they would strategically place themselves as we would stop, like the one on the left would continue to move forward a little farther. The one on the ridge to the right of us would kind of drop back a little bit, and then the one behind us would either move in or move back away from us even farther. And they were doing this throughout the whole course and then they would even drop down. They would drop down on the first flat. The one on the left or the right would drop down on the first flat of the ridge and parallel us, and they'd just keep bouncing in and out, back and forth. But they were funneling us, and we finally got to this point where we had a lot of thickets right in front of us. And I told Kane, I was like, I'm not going in there. I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to lose line of sight, man. We get in that shit and game over. Whatever their intent is, I did at that point, and knowing the way that they were moving us, strategically moving us. In my mind, I was already on the defense. I was already that they're doing this maliciously to us for some reason, and I was done playing at that point. And I told Kane, I was like, I'm not going in that shit. And really the only option we had, and it wasn't an option, you don't want to lose high ground ever. That's a military tactic. You don't ever want to lose high ground. But they'd already had the ridge to the right of us and to the left of us. But the only exit was to drop down in the gully and then go up on the ridge to the left of us, because that thicket went up the right ridge. I mean, it was nasty, nasty stuff. And so as we're standing there talking, I've got my GoPro on my chest, and you can see half of Kane, and all of a sudden you get this bam behind us, and Kane, I mean, you see him jump, and you see me jump, you see the camera shake, and I was like, hard left, we're moving. And as we turn to drop down the ridge, we get this guttural, this sound come from the thickets, come out of the thickets on us. I mean, it wasn't like a loud raw or nothing like, but it was low and it was long, and it was just like, like, you know, I got your ass, and it just vibrated your chest. And we dropped down, we went up the other ridge. We actually crossed, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but we actually crossed his print. It just snowed. It just got done snowing. We had it was light. It was maybe like an inch of snow on the ground. We actually we went across his track when we went up. So he was in front of us. The one on the left of us went in front of us. So he was like halfway in between the thick brush, but on the left ridge. He had went past us. So if we would have went in that brush, would he have circled around on the backside of that brush and come in to whatever was already there, and then the one behind us come in? We don't know. These are things that that go through our heads every day. But it that day taught us so much on how they will manipulate you in movement and how they will strategically move amongst themselves. It was a wild day.
You know, I've personally been with you on the side of the fucking cliff in a laurel thicket where I was looking down at the bottom of it. Kane went off in the laurel thicket, and you and I were standing there at Daniel Boone, and I was going, "Are we going down there?" And you were like, "Well, we might go around." I was like, "Oh, thank God." And I can only imagine the situation that you were in where you're like, "We've got to go this way." That would be a tough.
Yeah, I've only been in two situations. One though that really my only exit was roughly 60 to a 70 foot sheer drop. That was my only exit point. I had one across the gully in front of me, and then I had the one in the thick behind me, and the one behind me was the one making advancements. It was coming in, and you see me on camera. Kane has a vantage point. He climbed the tree that had fallen over, and you see me on camera, and I'm not talking to him at all. But you see me climb up on the tree stump. When I'm climbing up on the tree stump, it's coming towards me. You can't hear it on the camera, but it's coming. It's already made its sound, and it's moving towards me. And you see me step up on this tree stump, and I not one time did I turn around and look behind me. I was just listening. I'm not going to turn around and give you that face to face with me. I'm not giving that to you.
Wait, and there are people in the YouTube world and in the Facebook world right now going, why didn't you get a picture of it? Why didn't you get a picture of it while you were climbing up the tree trying to like survive?
I can answer that. You're trying to live. You're worried about keeping on breathing.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. I mean, somebody that's been in the military, active military, that's been in that type of environment, situation of life and death, they know. They know when you're in survival mode, you're going to do whatever the hell you got to do to get out of it. And the last thing you're thinking of is one for the friggin', Sports Illustrated or Hunter's Magazine or whatever. And that was it. It was 70 foot straight down was my exit.
I got one more question. Since we're supposed to be having a damn funny show and everything, for both of you, I mean, what was your, and I mean, we're talking about like real going out and doing research. Not this stuff that everybody else posts about, but like real deal stuff. What was your scariest thing? And Eric, also on top of what was the scariest thing on top of that, whenever you talk about the last time that you went out where you were up on that ridge over there by the place and you knew they were coming through, and you had the night vision set up and everything, and they came through and all the stuff quit working. How scary was that? But for both of y'all, like, I mean, try to describe to people when you're in this for real, not the stuff that people do on TV or the stuff everybody out in Facebook. Whenever you do it for real, what was your scariest like moment?
Go ahead, Mark or Greg.
Well, Spencer, I mean, hell, I've had several that was really bad scary. Do
you want to tell the motorcycle story again? Because I'll listen.
I know you would. Yeah, that was horrible. I mean, I got Al here. He can tell you about it. I mean,
he's told it 100 times. People just can't imagine.
I mean,
I'm as a crow flies, I'm probably 300 yards from
about
it.
200
or 200 yards, and it gave me chill bumps. And when he said hell no, I got down and started around. And I knew he was in panic mode, but he wouldn't panic because he knows better. And people just can't imagine the sheer volume. And when you can feel it in your chest as that thing's screaming, knowing in your mind the first thing it sees that's out of place, it's going to tear it limb from limb.
Yeah.
Tell them how loud it was where you was 200 yards away further than what I was.
Oh, it vibrated my clothes. This thing was furious. And people did, you can't explain it. And I've told Greg 100 times, I can't imagine what it was like where you was at. And I'm 200 yards from you, and I've got to go to you, not expecting what I'm going to see on the road. You tore apart, or this thing standing in the road mad seeing me. But I went there hunting him because I trust Greg with my life, and I always will. Yeah. Because he trusts me knowing I'm going to be there for him.
Yeah. I mean, I see it. We weren't going to leave each other. Hell, if it was going to get us, it's going to have to get both of us.
And it right now, it still gives me chill bumps thinking about it.
And what me and you, do we not all the damn time joke about, or not joke? Hell, we talk about it and get tickled because people don't, I mean, honest to God, I don't think they really believe when we tell them that we really thought when we were coming out that road, Misty, y'all, I mean, you and Spencer both rode out that road. But when we left that gate down there to come out, I swear to God, I thought me and him both is like, you know, when we get somewhere up this damn road, we're going to find a twisted up motorcycle 30 foot in a damn tree over here, and then there's going to be this dude with his damn just shredded, and he's going to be dangling in a tree over here.
I told Greg we was nearly to the highway coming up that road. We'd come up that hill and hit that straightaway before you get to the highway. And I told Greg, that dude's laying up here tore all to hell somewhere. And I figured he was, because we didn't hear the motorcycle anymore, and we hadn't heard no more screams. Because I've never in my life, I've heard people talk about panthers and mountain lions. I've actually seen a mountain lion up close, a lot closer than I wanted to be to it. And I've heard a panther scream. And we can describe, we try to describe it, but it doesn't do it justice.
No, not even close.
If we had got that on tape, the Alabama T-Rex sound would not have a chance. This thing was unbelievable.
If I would have got Kumbo on going and saying, hey, let them know we're here, and doing a call and they hop back, that thing would be legendary on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Spencer, for me, the motorcycle, that was horrific. Now, I swear, I really thought I'm fixing to have to, and look, and I'll say it once again, no way in hell I won't have to shoot one of these things, and it will have to be a have to mirror them. And I'm like my cousin. If I'm over here in the damn woods with a high-powered rifle, I ain't about to be no damn victim. If I can help it, I'm not going to be the victim. But I do not want to have to try to shoot one of these things ever. Because I swear, y'all, I really believe that's where things are going to go really south.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I'm just trying to say that, like, tomorrow, there will be an email or a comment, something that says, Greg, you should have had a 50 cal with you, and you should have just mowed the trees. And man, I can't keep explaining to people that's not real. That's not realistic.
No. Here's the thing. People's like, well, why didn't you try to record it, or why didn't you do this? Just like what Eric was talking about a while ago.
Yeah.
Now, look, they ain't enough money to have made me lay my rifle down to have picked up something to record with. No, I was busy trying to live.
Spencer, I don't know if Greg's ever told you the story about cutting the field and me backed up in the woods.
Yeah.
And I hear the whistles. Well, I'm sitting there, and we're 2 miles off the main road?
That's about a mile in there, a mile and a half.
Yeah, through the woods. I hear a whistle up there behind me on the woods. First whistle I hear. Well, here in a minute, I hear another whistle. And it's not a regular whistle. You can tell the difference.
Yeah.
I hear another one over to my left. I'm standing outside the truck. So I sat down in the truck. I'm like, who the hell's in here walking around? Well, here in just a few minutes, I hear one over to my right. I get back out of the truck, and I get to noticing there's 3 whistles, and they're behind me, left of them, or right of me, and they're getting closer and closer and closer. I get back in the damn truck. Next thing you know, I'm 75 yards out in the middle of this field. Well, Greg comes around and sees me, and he's like, looks at me like, throws his hands up. What are you doing? I'm just standing there by the truck. And I'm looking back up there at the damn woods. He finally goes around a couple more times because he said, what the hell are you doing? I said, they're fucking coming down but trying to surround me up there in the woods. I pulled out here where I could see what was fixing to come at me.
He was 200 yards out in this fresh cut field, that big 28-acre field. I was like, why is he driving my truck out through all them cut off stops? He's going to blow my tires out. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, the damn thing's just coming in behind the truck. But now look,
this is right at dark.
Well, last year we was over there, and the boy that works for me was bush hogging. Man, I was over there cutting limbs out from around that other field, that bigger field the smaller of the two big fields.
The pea patch.
Yeah, the one we call the pea patch. Me and I was coming through there, round the edge in my pickup, and that boy was on the tractor about 150 yards.
I'm in the back of the truck with cutting limbs.
Yeah, and then he got out of the truck. I was pulling up. He's standing up in the truck where he cut the limbs hanging out in the field. Well, I'd stop. I said, well, let's go to the other field. And that boy was down there on the tractor about 150 yards from us. Now gets in the cab. We start rolling, coming around by the side of the woods about 15 yards. And there was one whistled at us. Hell, it couldn't have been over 30, 35 yards.
It wasn't 20 yards.
I mean,
it was loud.
It was loud, like it had its head stuck in the damn truck with us. And I was like, looked at him. I was like, shit. He said, God dang, I wasn't Bailey. I said, hell no, I wasn't Bailey. Come out of your damn window over there.
No, it ain't Bailey.
Damn booger. But it damn sure did. It whistled at us. But, we was down there cutting, we was running saws, we was bush hogging, making a lot of racket. It wasn't long before dark. They do not like you being real noisy and loud when it starts getting dark.
I mean, and we have heard a lot of stuff about people being snatched up. From running stuff like everything. But hold on, Greg, you got to tell some funny stories or jokes or something. Eric, what was your scariest thing?
Getting on here.
Hey, you'll have PTSD if you ain't careful.
The scariest. I don't know. I mean, it's to put people in the mindset or to get them to understand what it's like. I mean, the night all my shit went dead, and I wasn't feared that night at all. I was more. I was there because I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to come in. I knew I could capture it. This is what I'd planned for. This is what I do. And all my shit went dead, and then I was in total darkness, and this thing stopped right in front of me. But I didn't have a fear in that one. I think the most feared I've been, though, was actually witnessing what they can actually do, and that was when Kane was fixated on one, and we both had forgotten that we still had one behind us. And I'm looking over his right shoulder, and he's got his camera up, and this thing actually literally froze, and he had its arm around a big ash, and it froze, and we were just waiting for him to just bring his face out, and Kane had him, boom, dead to rights. And I'm over his right shoulder, and then it clicked in my head that we still got this son of a bitch behind us. And I turn around, and when I turn around, I take 3 steps, and there was a group of saplings all grouped together in this tall, thick shit. And I turned and I took 3 steps, and on my 3rd step, all these saplings went straight down. This loud just sound came out of it, and it exhausted all the air out of the area. I mean, I stumbled back on my heels, and I'm reaching for my sidearm, which I didn't have, but it was just natural instinct. I'm reaching for my sidearm. I spin around. Kane's already dropped his camera. He's spinning, looking. But this thing, just the force of it, and not being just the speed in which it did it, all of that, and just knowing, and then what my sighting and knowing how large these creatures can be, and even larger from reports. That was the most intense moment I've ever been. I think the day that I had in my head that I was going to have to jump off the cliff, I think that was the most scared I've been. Because that was, I very quickly, you go through your mind of what you can do, what is possible of getting out of this situation. And I very quickly went through everything, and that was my only exit. That was my only, thing I could do. And knowing that this thing was still coming. And that was the most scared I was. Now, I've also went out by myself at night. I've hiked into that area, back to that area where all my gear went dead. I went back there by myself. I took my tree climber with me. I went up that tree that I was hunkered against, and I sat there all night. I've also went in deeper than that. One time before that, I went deeper than that with no gear whatsoever. I just wanted to go in naked with nothing. And I just wanted to see what it was like. And you want to talk about, now that's adrenaline. That's more of your mind going crazy and playing tricks on you, and you're getting in your own head,
Man,
there were things there. Huh?
I do that a lot.
I lost.
Going naked.
But there.
I'm having internet trouble.
So go on, Eric.
I'm sorry, Eric. I had to try to go out and come back in. I can't even get my comments to work. They're still not working. Y'all, I can't comment. Sorry. I'm trying, but I'm literally not getting any service. Sorry. Go ahead, Eric. Now Eric's froze up.
What is going on?
Hey,
It's our God, what the hell?
let me share what people sending me private.
Come back, Eric. Man down.
messages. Oh, y'all can't see it, can you?
No.
Oh, fucking awesome.
A possum. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. Oh, look, there you go. See it now. This is what some people in chat sending.
Hi. Spencer over there all smug. I'm not smug. What?
Hey, y'all, literally, we didn't come on to talk about anything specific. If y'all got something you want us to talk about or whatever, just let us know. I mean, we just came on just
we love to get goofy and stupid.
Hey,
River. We're already there. Hey, River's in here. Look at her. Hey, River.
Beauty.
River. Hey,
Y'all,
River.
we got 75 people in chat with us right now. How cool is that? I mean,
It's awesome. Look here. Look at our crowd. It's like a car wreck, Misty. Nobody wants to see it, but they can't look away.
I'm telling you, I mean, we have got some awesome people.
Hey,
75 and almost 11 o'clock at night on just spare the moment. What, 2 hours before?
Yeah. What going at 11 o'clock at this is your source of entertainment?
That's sad.
Hey,
That's
no.
bad.
I wish
That's bad.
we're just that damn funny, y'all.
We ain't gotten to the funny part yet.
See if we can say that. Oh, it won't show. Why won't it show up? Misty, you got to post that picture. The picture that I keep saying every time I see it, it pops up all the time. But I tell everybody tell them all the time it reminds me of Misty.
That's why I fixed my hair like this tonight, y'all. I don't know if you can actually see it or not.
You fixed your hair?
For once.
That's right. Kane was dead when he was telling that story.
Yeah.
Eric was. Excuse me.
We're going to look, we need to change Eric's name to Abel. That way it's going to come out Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel. Eric, the one time that we were at that graveyard.
Band camp? The one time at band camp?
Yes, yeah.
The one time where we were at and we had shit thrown at that graveyard, like branch broke and something screamed and knocked down a tree and all that kind of stuff. That was the first time I was like, holy shit, they're real and these people are real. And
Martin.
that was nothing to y'all. You've been way closer to that, haven't you?
Yeah, after a while, I mean, you learn how to deal with situations like that. You learn how to stay in the moment and calm in the moment and not that quick reaction. You find the results are much better that way. Hearing the knock and not spinning. It takes a lot to train yourself to do that. You know,
Yeah.
hearing the vocal and not turning. You know, the whistles and not looking. The abruptness, the tree break, the snap, whatever it is, and just maintaining your composure, like you didn't even hear it. You know, it takes a lot to train yourself to do that because it's not natural. It's not a natural thing to capture this shit. You know, so it takes a long time to get that in your mind. You know.
Can you explain to people why you have to do that and not be jumpy?
Because it's like for me, the way that I look at it, it's like any other wild animal, and they're going to react to your emotions, just like any other wild animal would react to your emotions. And I look, and it was after my sighting, really. I've always been a stalker of Jane Goodall. I've researched Jane Goodall and everything that she's done, but I've watched so many videos and documentaries of people that go and film the low-lying gorillas and how they act around them and how they move around them, and I got myself in that mindset, you know, of that's how you have to be able to train yourself and keep yourself in that moment. When you got a 1,200-pound silverback alpha walking, like brushing shoulders with you, and you have to keep your heart rate the same, your breathing the same, everything about you the same, one little thing, and that thing could literally turn around and just snap your neck, rip your head off.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you have to learn that. You have to really learn that. A lot of people go into this half believing, half not believing.
Yeah.
They'll go out there and they'll traipse around the woods and say that they're looking for this and take a picture of a break, thinking that they're looking for Bigfoot, but they also have that non-belief to them as well. That it's still folklore to them because they've never witnessed anything. They've never had any type of encounter. Those are the people that will just lose their ever-loving mind if they was to go out with any of us.
Yeah,
They would, yeah. They'd piss themselves.
That is the easiest way I know of getting hurt is lose your shit.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't afford when it comes down to life and death. That's like me doing law enforcement. If it comes down to life and death, you can't afford everything you got's on the line. If you freak out, you're done. You're toast. You cannot lose your cool. And y'all, let's think about it. If you can't hold it together, it's really dangerous to be out there. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, and not only for yourself, but the people around you.
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I about the people that are always like, "Oh, you rocket launcher." I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand what we're talking about.
No.
If you lose your shit in that moment, you're yourself and everybody else in the world of trouble.
Yeah, you're inviting in a whole world of pain is what you're going to be in.
Yeah.
But Spencer, that back on just one more thing. Anybody that's ever heard me talk about the one that when I've been bluff charged several times, but the bluff charge, and that's what always bothered me horribly. When you got something that is shredding the timber coming to you or the thicket, and this thing's 50 yards from you coming at you, and it's running, and you can feel the ground vibrate. It's like being in a pasture and a horse run by you. You'll feel the ground shake. These things would run at me and still be 40, 50 yards. And you could feel it. Not only hear it, but you could feel the ground shake when this thing's foot would hit every footfall. Now, by God, that's big. It's big. And this thing's fixing to bust out on you. And you talking about want to be somewhere else. It'll make you wish like hell you was somewhere different.
That's where, with what Kane just put out with the prints, and you're talking a 24-inch print. And like I said earlier before we went live, we did the math. We ran it, and something with that, with the depth of the impression. Like I said earlier, I have to be off on my math when it comes to weight. I still think that's way light. I really do. I need to look at that again. But height wise, both he and I, like I said, we did the numbers separately and then came together and compared. Height wise, we both were looking at a 13.5-foot creature with a 24-inch print. Now think of the size of a Volkswagen. Yeah, I mean think of the size. First, think of just the girth of it, the size of that thing, and then think of the mobility that this thing has to be able to travel like it does. We also, if you go, I'm urging everybody that's out there right now. I can't see the chats or anything like that. I don't know how many people are out there, but if you are out there and you're listening to this right now, go to House of Enoch, click on the link, and look at what Kane put out there. He will even give you. We even broke down length of stride and how fast, through math, how fast that thing is traveling per Kane stride to the stride of this creature. We broke down the math that this thing would travel 2 miles in, I believe, a half a mile of an average man would be a 2-mile travel of this creature.
It's covering 4 times as much ground.
4 times as much ground as what you are. And think this creature is also doing it at night.
And just so everybody, like I've talked about this before, but Kane and Eric on their shows and their research just in general, House of Enoch pound for pound has got the most in-depth real research you're ever going to see. There's no other channel there that is producing the stuff that Kane does. Eric is his partner, but that Kane does. Kane was using LiDAR on the tracks to get like a 3D image of how deep they were, expression, the ridges, all that kind of stuff. You don't see a lot of people in Bigfoot world. Most people in Bigfoot world, they take a blob squatch picture and post it on Facebook and want everybody to be all up about it. Kane is doing live images of the actual track and breaking down automatically how far they are, how fast it moves, how tall the thing is, how much it weighs. You have to check out the video.
But the only thing new we brought to it, of course, when technology grows, you adapt it and you grow with it and use it in the field. The only thing that we have done differently throughout the 13 years of doing this is using the LiDAR. Everything else that Kane is showing on there, we have an archive of that same due diligence. That's how we do research.
Where's the book? Where is the book or the document that everybody can rent on Amazon for $50 that tells us how to find these? Come on, Eric. Where's the book?
It's next August.
Next August.
Next August, we start shooting the documentary, and all of this will be in it. Everything that we have collected in the last 13 years, when it comes to scientific research and what we have taken from theory to fact, it will be in this documentary.
Don't you, Eric? I don't know how you can stay in the field. You've put out so much stuff, and so many people in the Bigfoot field still don't recognize what y'all have done. I don't even know how you keep doing it like for everybody else. It's crazy. I mean,
because we're independent. We're not. We didn't follow the same, And I don't get twisted, anybody. We didn't jump into group. We belonged to a group one time. We belonged to a group one time, but we were always independent researchers, and we were always involved with research. And we weren't out there on the social media platform throwing stuff out there every day and this and that. We were concentrating on our stuff. That's all it was, and that's why a lot of people just don't know who we are.
I think a lot of people that are the real deal in the Bigfoot world know who you are. I think a lot of them, don't give you credit or whatnot. I mean, it's like Greg right there. Greg has had so much real experience compared to all the people that get on to talk about like a booger walked across the road in front of their car while they were driving. And I'm not knocking for that. I mean, it's awesome. I keep reporting that kind of stuff. But like Greg had so much happen that if you listen
there's an echo. Somebody got a phone and YouTube going or something. I mean, like in the background, I don't know what it is, but something's it's echoing. But yeah, you are cutting out extremely bad.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to set closer or something.
No.
We didn't put a lot of stuff out there because we knew that people would take it and use it as their own. People would take it and speak on it as it was theirs.
Oh yeah.
People would take it and throw it out there on social media and claim it to be theirs. And that's what held us away from social media for so long. And even this, Kane had put out a video, stating that this is free. This is free knowledge.
Yeah.
Don't tell them they can't watch TV, damn it.
Yeah. I mean, go out and do it. But I'll be damned if you're going to take what we put sweat, blood, and tear into, and you're going to take it and make money off of it. You're not going to do that. So,
Misty,
hey, would one of y'all, or Eric, here's the deal. You got a lot better Wi-Fi than what Spencer does right now. Would you maybe explain to these people what that LiDAR imaging is for the ones that probably may not know?
Yeah, so LiDAR, what LiDAR does is it lets you really come down into the earth, into the ground. You can extract from the ground. You can pull out impressions. You can do 360 degree. You can flip it over. You can extract. You can extract things away from it. Any type of debris or anything like that may be hindering it in a certain way. You can pull all of that out, and then you can measure. You can do everything with it. You can get into it and show depth. You can measure heel to toe. You can go across. You can do. There's so much stuff. Actually, it's a free app. Everybody can use it.
Wow. I didn't know it was a free app that you could get.
Yeah. Scaniverse is the name of it. SCANIVERSE. It's a free app. Go on there, play around with it, do whatever you want with it, man. Learn it. Learn how to use it. It's the next thing in research, as in like taking pictures of prints. Even like, how it is. You take a picture with a camera and it isn't there. You can't see it on the camera. With LiDAR, man, it's bam. It just extracts it out of the ground.
Wow.
It's badass. So obviously, like I said, as technology advances, we have to use it. We have to use it for our benefit. So
no pictures.
No, it does like a 3D. It goes down into the track.
Yeah, it's pretty, because prior to that, we were old school. We would take biodegradable black spray paint, and we would spray the impressions because it would draw it out, and then you could really see it. That's what we had prior to this. You know? Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah. But I think people will be surprised. When we do this next documentary and we really show them how in depth we go when we're out in the woods and we do our research. I mean, we have found there's 3 things that we have found that we have used throughout the eastern corridor of the United States. We had found here in Ohio, and we had a theory on it. Then we found it, and we took it to other locations throughout the eastern corridor of the United States and solely used it. I didn't use any of my tracking that growing up. I didn't use any of that. Kane didn't use anything that he did. We solely used these things that we had found, and we documented them in different areas throughout the U.S. And once you do that, and you go into depth with it, once you do that, it's fact. Yeah. Once you have it documented, it's fact. And these things you're going to see. You're going to see it. So
are y'all gonna do, like, is it going to be a book? Is it going to be like a downloadable or something?
It'll be a documentary. It'll be, yeah. So it's kind of the last documentary we did with Cam. It was basically just it was about the guys that track. It was about the guys that go out. It wasn't about Bigfoot per se. It was about the individuals that do it. This one now will show you what we do and how we do it.
Wow. Let's go. So, I'm pretty sure that Misty's got Kane to put her in his will. If something happens to her, she gets like the sacred something.
You're right.
The only reason he hadn't done that is because he's afraid she'll give him some strychnine where she can go ahead and inherit the knowledge.
You're right.
Yep.
I wish they'd damn come off.
I know. She can have anything she wants except for all of his friggin' research gear and his Harley. That's already willed to me. Yeah. I get all the gear in the Harley. You can have whatever you want in that cab. Anything else you want in that cabin's yours.
No, I don't want that.
There ain't much left. Greg, are you going to talk about like the razor blade story?
Well, I done told you we can't go into the razor blade story on here. Okay. That'll be fire in person only. When we'll have to like hand out crying towels and
tell it. I'll
tell you what. One that I have told, and I'll try to keep it as clean as I can. Youngins, hold your ears. I'll tell them about the tick story. There's been a bunch of them ain't heard the tick story.
Okay, whenever you're done with the tick story, can you talk about 350 text I woke up to?
Yeah, we're going to 350 text. But yeah,
that's funny. I don't care who you are. 300 something text when you wake up the next morning and it's about ass wash. That's funny.
Oh my God. We worked that in too. How'd you like how we dropped that in over into the chat Friday night, Misty?
Yeah.
Yeah, we dropped that in. Hey, and I want you to know,
yes.
Spencer, we did try to behave Friday night.
Yes.
It was more out of respect.
Gosh. Y'all, am I cutting out?
It was more out of respect for Mark and Rebecca, but hey, we were trying to be good. But no, the tick story, the tick, the horrible, almost flaming Greg story. Oh man, and Misty was like, is she still with us? Yep, look at her. Spencer, all right, everybody ready. Oh, there went Misty again. Anyway, back a few years ago, I don't know, I can't remember how many years ago now it was. But anyway, you know, guys, I'm always out my job. I'm working out around people's houses, or I'm in the woods all the time. And whatever we'd been doing for a day or two, I'd been outside. You know, I'm an outside guy. Well, I had got home and took a shower, and like the next morning, got up and took another shower, and I was in there in the shower, and I'm scrubbing and washing and soaping up, and reached down scrubbing the old privates, and it's like, something feels a little odd there. So I look down, and on my berries, on my satchel, I've got a tick that has undoubtedly tried to dig to the center of the earth, because it's like half the damn tick is like MIA, and I can't hardly see him because he's buried up in my manhood. Well, I go ahead and can't, he ain't coming out easy. I'm going to have to get out. I finished my shower and get out, and I'm standing in the bathroom, and Wanda's in there in the bedroom or somewhere in the house, and I said, "Come here." "What?" I said, "Come here. I need some help. Man down." And she comes into the bathroom. "What?" So I'm like pulling my stuff out of the way and going like, "Look, there's." She's like, "What is that?" I said, "It's a damn tick. It's buried up. I got to get him out." Well, everybody's like, "Hey, cover him with, oh yes, Haywood, yes, the satchel. The satchel was compromised." Anyway, you could take one of the ways to get a tick turned loose was you could take like a match or like a kitchen match, and you could light it and like get the flame close and then make it get hot and then turn loose. Or you can like cover them with a cotton ball with rubbing alcohol, and they said that'll turn them loose. Well, in my head, I thought, well, instead of putting a cotton ball on it with alcohol, we'll stretch some flesh, like paint it and curl it with my thumbs, and we're going to turn this into a bowl. So I've got my stuff stretched out, and it's stretched out pretty tight, and my thumbs are holding it down. And got the old lady, is like, "Hey, while I'm holding this stretched out, and this tick's in the bottom of this bowl here, fill her up with some rubbing alcohol." So I've got, and if you stretch flesh out, it'll hold rubbing alcohol really well. So I've got like a double palm full of rubbing alcohol stretched out in the old satchel. And I'm just standing there. I'm thinking, well, how long is it? I'm looking down. I'm like, well, how long is this going to take this bastard to turn loose? He's drowning in rubbing alcohol. He'll turn loose here in a minute, surely, and just like turn loose. And I'm waiting on him to look like, a whale like surfacing. He's going to float to the top. Well, I'm standing there in all my, naked glory with drowning a tick in my satchel. Wanda leaves and goes down the hall. Boom, de boom, de boom. And I'm still standing here, and I'm concentrating on this damn tick that I'm trying to drown. Well, here in a few minutes, I hear cabinet door shutting in the kitchen and all this ruckus, and then blunk, 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 back down the hall. We got a really big bathroom, and I'm standing 8 foot from the doorway, and catch something out the corner of my eye. And I like, look, and when I do, she comes through the damn door with this box of kitchen matches, and she's got the match in hand, one of them, and she goes a whoosh down the little striker strip, and this match like flames up. And she's coming at me with this match, like, if she's not stopped, she's still walking to me with this match that she's just ignited, and it's this ball of fire off a wooden kitchen match, one big ones. And she's like coming at my damn satchel. Looky here. When your damn satchel's holding a puddle of flammable liquids, you don't want no damn body around you striking fire. Look, from 6 feet or better, if you're motivated, you can blow a damn match completely out. I mean, it was like, and then she's standing there holding this match with the damn smoke curling off of it. Huh? What are you doing? And then that's when I'm screaming, what the blankety blank, the blank, blank, blank. I better not say on here. Are you stupid, lost your mind, or what? Are you trying to kill me? I'm gonna have the damn amazing flame in my crotch area. What do you mean? I said, this shit's flammable. You striking matches. And then she looks at me and goes, oh, I didn't think about that. Well, by God, I did. You be sitting there with your damn man goods all coated in damn rubbing alcohol and somebody's lighting matches fixed to poke to it. No, shit was going to go south like the damn Titanic.
The PG version is not nearly as good as our version.
Now, I had to clean it up a little bit, but there was a hell of a lot of cussing on my part. Oh, my God, it was bad. Yeah, that's...
Look.
You see what she put right there?
Damn it, Misty.
Hey, look, my internet is screwed up, y'all. I can't help it. I'm trying. It's taking like 10 minutes to put a comment up on the screen.
And I done checked everything in my house, and everything's off except for this phone right here. I think it's the government.
It is. They're watching us because, like we know so fucking much.
If they're watching us, they were like, yeah, we don't have shit to worry about.
Yeah, I'm sure tax back if they ain't got nothing better to do than watch me.
They saw us and was like, no, we're good.
Yeah, the panel is the best thing. We're good.
I don't know.
How many messages did we have the other night? We didn't have that many. 300 what?
3.
I think it was 3.
It was 3 something because.
Yeah.
If we could put that on here, it would have been internet gold, though, would it not?
What was so funny is, okay, y'all, I'm just going to tell you the story. I don't care. When we went to Greg's, it was a bunch of men. Hey, shut up.
Let her go. Watch this train rip.
Yeah. Well, I didn't take a bath because I do like I done whenever I go camping. I take my washcloths, my dry shampoo, all my stuff I have to bathe, if I ain't got running water. Well, we get there, and damn Spencer's like, you ain't bathed in 3 days on the other show or whatever. Can you hear me, y'all? I'm cutting off.
You're breaking up.
That's the way you were doing a while ago, Spencer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, we had you. She'll be back. She's like a yo-yo. You can throw her. She's coming back.
Yeah. Like a boomerang. Speaking of which, River.
That's what I'm talking about.
We want the boomerang, River. We want the emu killers.
No doubt.
I'm telling you, this ain't working worth a crap.
Well, we can hear you when we can't see you. But we got to see you to get the full effect. Oh, there she is. Is that the new computer?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you there. You're a little blurry looking.
Oh, my gosh.
It's them damn creepy.
On my computer.
It's them foot fetish stalkers overloading the internet, sending y'all a message.
Don't.
Must be. God dang it. Don't send me messages. Send me money. Shit.
Cripplefoot.com.
All you got to do is sell some stuff. You get some money.
No. I'll pass.
Tell them about your honest to God, y'all, she thought down here in Alabama we didn't have running water is what it was.
I did not. That was not even true. I thought, well, it's a man cave. You know what I mean? Like my she shed is like an 8x8, y'all. I mean, it's like super, super tiny. And I didn't really know if he had, like bathing stuff or whatever.
Look, I look grungy, but we take a bath regular.
Bathing stuff. I didn't know if he had water.
I needed.
We learned it about that there soap shit about 2 years ago.
I didn't know
stuff makes them burbles.
Well,
yeah.
Y'all are going to get me laughing. I won't be able to stop. You got to quit.
It's going to get epic, y'all. Y'all hang on. Y'all get your popcorn ready. Make sure you ain't got nothing in your mouth here in a minute.
Here we go.
I'm like so lost already. Okay, sorry, y'all. So, anyways, I take everything I need just like I do whenever I go camping. You know, all the stuff that you need to bathe and do whatever. Well, Spencer thought he was going to be funny and try to crack a joke on one of the shows and say that I hadn't bathed in 3 days. But in my defense, ask him what I smelled like because I know I didn't stink. I actually smelled good the whole time because, you know, I know I did. So we got to talking about something because every time they message me and it's late at night, that's when I get my bath. I farm, garden, you know, do everything I need to do through the day. And then I take my bath at night.
By late at night, y'all mean like 2:00 a.m. Some
It's
of us
not
have
that late. Come on.
Yes, it is. Some of us have to go to work the next day.
Well, hold on, look. See, I can't even get my comments to pop up. A bird bath. Okay. Anyways, so literally, kind of like a bird bath, a whore bath, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah.
You know, you wash your dirty bits and move on.
And burn the rag.
But we came up with. They say every time they text me, I'm taking a bath. And I am every night, like late at night. So but we got to cutting up and cracking about ass wash and coming up with names for it. So we had
Assafrash.
Cooter cleaner and cooter fume. Assafrash.
Yeah.
Water. I'm cutting out again.
I'm rolling back to try to find the text. There's about 500 I got to go through. She had it bounced back and forth between me and her, and when we got to messaging each other like Spencer's gonna kill both of us. He's gonna be like, "What in the hell is they doing?"
I'm telling y'all, if we took screenshots of all the text and made it into a book, it's seller.
Yeah, it just started off. She started posting names of her products she was going to start patenting and selling. And I'm getting close. I've been thumbing my phone, spinning, trying to get to them.
Eric ain't worried about this. Have you seen Eric's morning shows? He eats a breakfast burrito and sips coffee in front of everybody while he's trying to kill everybody on the highway in Ohio. Eric's got his own venue. I don't know how he hadn't wrecked yet. I watch his show every morning, and I'm like, man, at some point, he's going to take out somebody else. It's going to be epic. Eric, how the hell do you sip coffee, eat food while you're driving 70 miles an hour and you still haven't wrecked?
It's art, baby. It's what we do up here. It's what we do up here, man. It's what we do.
This is how it started off. She sends me, I'm going to make a feminine spray for camping women and call it Twatter Water. And I put Twatter Water, laughing my ass off. And then she goes, Cooter Fume. And then she puts Assafrash. And I thought your slogan could be, use this to shoot on your coot. And then she comes back with, you tain't gonna smell bad. And then
that's a good one. I don't give a shit. You tain't gonna smell bad with our products.
Look, you won't show her face right now while he's reading her actual text. And I wake up at about 5 a.m. Like, what the fuck is all this? And I'm reading this stuff while I'm drinking coffee.
And then we'd come up with, she's like, sacks of satin. And Wiener, I told her we call it Wiener, for guys, call it Wiener wash or Coxie clean. Then she comes back with scrotum scrub, nuts and roses. Yeah, nuts and roses. And I told her you call it clam clean or clippery. And she goes potpourri for men. Oh, it just y'all this just rocked on for like an hour. And and I mean I had tears running, I'm pretty sure she did. And I said you could call it clean camel trail or hairless taco. And then we got to figuring out what you could like grooming products. Oh, y'all, this is the type of shit that our crazy asses come up with at like 3 a.m. because we can't sleep. We're in so damn much pain from being broke down and old.
Y'all, the chat has stopped at this point. Everybody, nobody is commenting, just listening probably with the mouth like wide.
Yeah, their mouths are like that. I told you we gave out that public service announcement. Youngins, cover your ears. We warned them.
If you think this is good, you should sit around a campfire.
We tried anyways.
Yeah, look, if y'all come to a campfire, y'all hear way worse than this, I promise.
Way worse.
Oh yeah. But I mean, they ain't nothing like embracing your craziness. And I told her, I said, look, we got to have, if she gonna have a product, she gonna have to have a catchy theme to it. So we may have to write a slogan or a jingle. But when she makes her first million, she's gonna cut us in for part.
When you're in the woods and you feel unclean, the feminine product you need is the Muff Muff Powder Puff. You can get it here. You can get it here.
Eric, we'll put you in text, man. You can keep up with them at about 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah. But wait, if you act now, you can get 3.
No doubt. For the introductory low price of
$19.99.99.
Yes, you got to throw the 99
Hey,
in
I'm
there.
telling you, nobody wants a
Eric,
stinky ass. I don't care. And look, it works. So whatever.
Hey, Eric, everybody knows that the damn shipping and handling's where they tear your new asshole.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We did. We went from, I don't even know, like butt wash to ball wash to like hair remover.
Oh, the hair remover was priceless.
We went to like crazy.
on the hair remover.
Yeah, hair remover. Low fro, no mo.
That's right.
Here we go.
That's right.
We don't even talk about the other stuff. We get because of this shit.
But y'all, I mean, if you can't find your people to have fun and laugh and cut up with, you need to be looking hard. Because it sure doesn't make life a whole lot easier.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, it's funny.
He never knows what he's gonna wake up to in the mornings.
I've been kind of picking it Cowboy Joe on his video. Joe, watch that video we done the other day of the Comic-Con deal? Y'all watch that?
Mm-mm.
He done a Comic-Con. He'd been had a few health problems or something. He'd been laid up. His daughter, I think, was going to a Comic-Con. Comic-Con held like 14, 15 hour drive from home, and he'd went with her, and he walked around. Y'all, that was pretty cool. I look, that's definitely not anything I've ever kept up with, some like Comic-Con, but he walked around through there like kind of like a street interview with these people talking to him. That was really interesting. I was like surprised in myself watching it.
Yeah.
But man, no, Al ain't in bed. He's going to get sleepy. He's usually in bed at 9 o'clock.
I'm thinking about fixing to go mix me another drink.
He's going to make him tidy. But but Cowboy Joe went in there, and man, them people put some work in that crap. I was like blown away by some of that. But I was messaging him in my crazy self. I was messaging him. Look, he got in there. I wouldn't say quite that, but if I was a single man, that girl that had that damn big ass damn wolf looking thing about 12 foot tall, I'd done everything I could carry her home. One that had her a damn sister wife.
A 12-foot tall she-wolf, and you're like,
No. This old gal done wrote her own comic book or something, and man, she built this thing out of PVC pipe like upholstery fabric or something. It looked like I don't know how to tell you. This damn thing was huge, and this girl had homemade this thing. But my gracious, this girl had done that. Nah, she is pretty. Woo! I'm talking about some kind of bad pretty. I watched the whole rest of Joe's thing, just hoping for fingers crossed he's gonna go back by and talk to her again.
Joe's smart. Joe's man.
Look there. We got. Is that? I wonder if that's Mark or if that's Rebecca watching us.
It's hard to tell because Rebecca takes Mark's phone all the time. I think I'm Mark and Rebecca answers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one it are. It may be both of them, but no, yeah, it may be.
Mark's probably working.
No, he's off right now. He ought to be off the weekend. Yeah.
No, Mark's off. It's both of us.
Look at him. Look at him. Hey, we tried to keep it good the other night, Friday night on y'all, or last night.
Yeah,
they were great. Hey, you did. I'll have to put a star by your name and crayon. Hey, Spencer, while we're on here right now, man, I was really impressed. Well, I ain't gonna say impressed. I was like really proud last night when you went on Roger's show. Or man, that was a good show last night. Roger had.
Oh yeah. Well, there were quite a few on there. You know, what's really is if you're one of us, we bounce from show to talking in comments and then we talk about it later and we bring it up and we text each other and all that kind of stuff. But it's just really funny show to show to show. The chat carries on. The chat from one show starts over here and 3 shows later it's the same group of people talking about the stuff that was going on 2 hours earlier.
Yeah, Roger. If Roger's still in there, man, I'm sorry. I got tangled up last night. I was still listening and had some stuff.
He got tangled up.
Hey,
sorry.
Hey,
don't you say nothing. I went home trying to get Pocahontas to let me play Big Red Chief.
Hey, Mary Fabian is on. Fabian is going to be on Woodwalk on Sunday. Just so you know. Did everybody stop or?
No, I'm still. Look here, I'm fluid. Look here. Squirrel's like froze with the odd look.
Yeah. She's like a Madonna video, like strike a pose.
Yeah, that's what it is. Vogue. She got Vogue there. I keep trying to figure out. Has she got that root and nose ring in tonight?
Yeah.
I just see a glisten every now and then. She's free.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
I connected to the hotspot on my phone.
Oh.
You know what that nose ring's for, man?
No, what?
That's they say that when you say that, that's supposed to keep them from crotch rooting.
If she wasn't down there looking for mushrooms, she'd have to take a bath every night with acid frass.
Yeah, I mean, she gets undoubtedly. JR lays law down. It's like, woman, get in there and wash yourself.
Oh my God, poor JR. Have you heard the stuff about it?
We got to get JR on here one night.
Yeah, we do.
I think she's scared. He's scared He's scared to come on here and tell his side.
Eric is taking pictures of some kind of weird ass, like rough heel stuff, and he's like, I can't stop staring.
I wanted to fucking bite it. I wanted to fucking like getting a callus off your hand. You know, I wanted to bite it.
Dude, with all respect, like
right there, I've been digging on one right there. Right now. Fix to whoop a blade out. But I gotta be careful around blades. I tend to bleed.
Yeah. Don't cut yourself again.
Yeah, I don't know if I got any fresh super glue that dried up. If my feathers got wet,
Yeah. He dipped them in something.
Put like this. Pocahontas is about ready to send up smoke signals.
All right, y'all. What? Been a while.
I don't know. I can't hear anything. I am cutting out so bad.
Why does the internet always do whenever we go live? Like,
it's government. Didn't know it got.
Yeah.
So I got Kane.
Eric's a big old.
Kane got fucking hobbit feet.
He wears a 5'6".
If you knew Kane like I did, oh my god.
Hey, I learned a lot about Kane one night. Me and him was on here for what, 3-4 hours. Oh, yeah, that was epic.
Oh God, yeah. I don't even know. It was like going on 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4.
Kane is a 5-foot sex magnet,
and I don't know how, because he's a fucking feral, non-washing son of a bitch.
Yes, he is.
He come walking into work at 7 o'clock in the morning. His shirt's already untucked. He's got no ass to him at all, so his pants hang down. He baggy as hell. He flat on the backside, big up front, round up front, shirt half untucked. Shit, hair fucking mess. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, do you groom? Do you like at least lick and fucking part it? Something. Give me something, man. Damn.
Kane.
Damn.
Kane, do you need cooter wash?
Water will fix you.
Water will fix you right up.
He's a freaking train wreck.
The jingle.
He's a train wreck.
Oh, that's funny as shit. He ain't even here to defend himself.
He don't need to be here to defend himself.
Misty, instead of the jingle that Mitty was talking about, the one that everybody knows that my baloney has the first name. You can do it for the water. It could be my baloney has a bad smell.
I'm not even gonna say nothing on that one.
I'll tell you. Spend 10 days out in the woods with him in the same tent. Camping in the same tent together for 10 days. Yeah. Your motherfucker's growing. That son of a bitch is growing cheese down there. He's fermenting shit.
Were the flies killing herself trying to get out of the tent?
Oh, it's Lord of the Flies in that tent. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
He makes it to the tent when he gets in his tent.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got stories. I got Kane stories. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
No doubt.
He's probably bellied up in some honky tonk tonight doing something.
Oh, he's always doing something. He's gonna be left in the dust if he doesn't get his ass in gear. That's for damn sure.
Oh Lord, Mark Green's got to go. Now, I'll just tell y'all about a little place here, and I know where he's talking about without a doubt. There's a place in Walker County, Alabama.
Oh no,
y'all. the place down there is a strip joint, and pretty much if you took every woman in there,
Here we go.
You take 5 women to get a full set of teeth, and they had blocks. They had 2 before blocks of wood. They had 2 before blocks of wood that keep on the table. And if a stripper was doing something that you really liked, you'd whack this thing instead of clapping. You'd whack this piece of wood on the table. So look, we talking about wood. We're talking about wood. So you look that you can get a damn T-shirt that said, "I whack my Woody the hardest at blah blah blah," the name of the establishment. And that's what the damn shirt said. You'd be down there in town and you'd see some dumbass walking around with this shirt on. "I whack my Woody the hardest at blah 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 lounge," and it's full-blown strip joint. And I'm talking about, look, they had the old, what's the old saying, color not a winner. Shit, if they could show up and fill out a job out, they'd put their ass up there. You know, some of them it was like, you know, you was getting them by the damn pound. They wasn't no damn. It's like, whoa, yeah, it, you know, terrible.
That's the whole story.
That's pretty much the story. I mean,
he can't go into detail.
I can't go into detail anymore. But that's a damn fact. They keep blocks of 2 before. They keep it on the damn table. And look, if you went down there and beat your piece of wood on the table loud enough, you get you a damn T-shirt and said, "I whack my
Wanda,
wood."
is that how he ends shit with you? I mean, come on.
I can end it any way I want to with her because she don't listen to no way.
I can see why.
Well, I mean, Mark Green wanted me to talk about the place down there, the lounge. Oh,
We're gonna end this episode of Wood Blockers with Greg talking about whacking wood on the table.
look at my wife throw me on the bus again.
Oh,
She got that, but no, they we live in a
Strange area.
it's a strange area. I mean, look, we waiting on the aliens to come in because if they come in here first, they're gonna get the hell out of here. They'll make damn sure that they lock the doors on the spacecraft and be like, "Shit, these folks something wrong with them."
Alabama is the safe point. Everybody rendezvous in Alabama.
Yeah. They come in here, they won't stay long.
They'll leave faster than they came in.
Yeah, they'll go somewhere where people's kind of normal, semi-normal.
Well, just so everybody knows, we are going to do a meet and greet like we said on Mark Green's show. What's funny?
Y'all,
continue
I'm
on.
so
What
bad.
you
Hang on, let me
saying?
stop my cable.
We are going to do a meet and greet, but it's probably going to be spring of next year. Just too much stuff is coming, and we'll try to get everybody together. And we are looking at campsites and locations and all that stuff right now. What is that noise? Am I breaking up?
I saw him still. You're not
It's
down,
me
Mr.
too.
Microphone.
My internet sucks. If I turn my cam off, it seems like it works okay.
Okay. Anyway.
John Parker said if I have a dang UFO encounter, you can't wait for me to tell the story.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm going to be like the damn redneck Rambo when I wait up in that place. Look, there'll not be no damn anal probing amongst this redneck, I'll promise you.
The whole ship will crash.
Yes,
But-
sir. I'll have the damn Bowie knife in my teeth and a pistol in both hands, buddy. Ain't happening.
Eric, are you coming into the wood walkers?
Eric's like, what the did I get into?
Fuck do you want from me?
Why did you even ask me to come here?
Am I getting into what?
Are you coming to the meet and greet?
I didn't know nothing about it until you just said it.
Damn it,
We
Eric.
don't know nothing about it either.
Eric, I've been telling them to invite you for 3 weeks, and they didn't want to, but now he's got.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe every word you just said, Greg. I believe it.
Have you ever, Eric, you don't want him. If Eric shows up to your shit, it's all going down.
It's going to shit.
I have to leave my cam
When
off. I swear it won't
when
work.
is it?
We're gonna do it in March or April.
March or April?
Yeah.
And that's a definite maybe.
Definite maybe.
Yep.
Don't know where yet.
It's gonna be on the border of like Tennessee and all the states. It'll be somewhere between Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, something like that. We are looking at places right now, but it's really hard to find a group campground down there that's big enough.
Yeah. Depending on where it's at. I mean, yeah.
No, you cannot say depending on where
You can get it for like 25 to 30
I ain't
people.
driving 12 hours for 4 days or 3 days.
Come on. It would be just like this 3 days.
Right.
Spencer drove 9 hours down here, stayed like 37 minutes.
I kind of got an idea about that.
I stayed long enough to get a rock.
He did get the rock of goodness. Look there.
The rock of power.
No doubt. Yo, hey, I'm telling you, you and Misty should have took them and see if they made it up. It's like y'all gonna have to put them together.
He didn't even want to give him that rock. He just felt sorry for it.
He looked like the fat kid that
was
wasn't
like,
going
trying to give it to me.
I was the last kid picked that like kickball. And
Yeah.
he walked right past me and gave it to Misty, and I could have fell.
Yo, I look, like Spencer was talking about last night. Hey, I swear it was a reflex action because Cody's got that rock and he like goes across to give it to Misty, and I swear to God, his hands came up like a little begging kid starving in Africa. His hands just like this went by, and he was like, it was just like total defeat on his face.
Oh, Kimbo going like this.
His palms was getting sunburnt. He's holding them up so long.
That is so not fair.
I wish
It
like
was
hell I
funny
could
as
get
shit
him with
because she was
that.
about to cry.
Spencer was let down that he didn't get the audio of down the booger hollering back at Coonbo, and hell, I was madder than shit. I didn't get a video of him doing for the rock.
Oh my God. That fucking audio would be priceless. And Greg yelling. Whenever Greg pulled up to the four-way intersection and the thing walked across, blocked out the sign, Misty was bitching at me and looking at me, and I was looking at her, and like caught it out of her peripheral vision. And I didn't see it at all because I was talking like, calm the fuck down. And Greg's like, "Do you see that shit?" And she was still yelling at me. She was pointing her finger at me, and she was like, "Yeah, Greg, I saw it." Then she went back to yelling at me.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Look, I'm not kidding. I thought I was going to have to down stop and get like next time they're in the back seat of my truck. My boy was back there with them, but I swear to God, I wish I had an old Windex bottle full of water where I squirted them. Break it up.
Pay attention.
Yeah. I'm going to separate y'all when y'all riding on the back.
You're trying to tell him something, and he's just like,
I was listening to you. You just didn't make any damn sense.
that's because you
Well, if I
want
do come, if I do come to the meet and greet, I'll bring I'll bring the carrying backpack for you, Spence.
Fuck
So
you.
we can go hiking.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tilt this
We'll
up. Look,
swap out, Eric. I hope you carry him.
okay.
Yeah,
Y'all-
put
y'all
the
stay
infant in the
y'all stay
backpack.
Y'all see that big, 4 foot tall Bigfoot aluminum,
huge.
solid aluminum up there?
Yeah.
That's Al, they made it out of scrap aluminum where he works, but he's getting us another one. And look, here's the deal. We're going to save one of them for the meet and greet. And at the meet and greet, everybody that comes to the meet and greet, we're going to all autograph it. Everybody there to autograph it, they come to the meet and greet, and we're going to draw a name out. Somebody's going to carry one of them home with them with everybody's autograph on it.
That's a great idea.
Awesome, ain't it?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was me coughing.
He's over here
Look
about
at that big rat flying around in here.
he's let his blood alcohol content get low, and he's got peaking.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, changing your 4 roses that you drink all the time, Spencer.
Yeah.
I won't buy no more of it.
That's like lighter fluid.
That
It's a long way from me being decent.
shit is good. That is
We
good.
got you a bottle with 1 drink out of it sitting here. You can have next time you come down here.
Yeah. Welcome to it.
That is good stuff. Oh my
I'll
God.
take our benchmark over it any day of the week.
Yeah, let's fill some questions since we're down partial inebriated and ain't got shit else to do. And I mean, it ain't that late. It ain't even midnight for y'all yet.
Nope. Go ahead. Does anybody have any questions?
Hey,
I don't care if they crazy and weird.
Y'all want to know how Greg keeps his beard straight?
Hey, look here.
damn
Hey,
it, I'm trying to type and I put like 2 double trying to type.
look, Misty, he's mad because I had people comment about my epic beard.
Do y'all want to know why you never
I'm jealous.
why?
She's saying I had to have a picture of me with a beard. I make a sexy motherfucking man. I'm just gonna tell you.
Do y'all want to know why Misty changes her hair color every? We're just whatever. Put it out there.
That's so JR can't identify who's attacking him in the middle of the night.
Ain't it?
Oh,
No,
flashback.
no.
That's what it is. He can't tell everybody who it was. Yep, that's what it is. That JR's curled up in the shower crying. He's giving the police. He's telling the police who it was that attacked him. I don't know. It was some chick. It couldn't have been my wife because her hair color was different.
That's what's so funny. Like I'll dye my hair at night, and then he'll wake up the next morning, and it'll be just a complete different color. And he was like, "Did you dye your hair?"
Look here, Mr. Obvious. Yeah.
Ask
Oh,
Misty
God.
being strapped down to a hospital bed where he's got restraints and can't move. Ask
No doubt.
him.
I guess that's Mary Fabian. Won't know how my ankle is. It's still on here. It's swelled up. Looks like a sweet potato that's been run over by a truck.
Y'all, I'm listening, but I mean everything is like all crazy.
Well, we're hearing you good now.
Yeah.
What the frig? Because I'm cutting out on this end.
Oh no.
No, you're
We
pretty.
got government spies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they think they're going to find out.
Sherry, ain't you so proud that Misty? Look here, Misty has officially cracked that shell open, and she's dove out like a duck out of a chicken egg.
I'm really the quiet one, just so you know.
The quiet one.
Yeah. The quiet.
The
Yeah.
quiet one. That's saying something there.
I keep telling you, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's not me. I'm not the asshole. That
It
nigga.
is 100% you.
You just act like that when we're alive.
You're full of shit. I don't act no different than I do whenever.
She really does, Spencer.
I'm a little nicer and a little more, polite on what I say.
A little bit.
She tones it down a little bit on Sundays.
She got furious.
Yeah, look at her. Look, Sherry, she owes all that to you for making her step out of her little comfort zone.
See, I'm cutting out on top. Everything's freezing up.
Squirrel didn't.
My comments. They're not even showing up on the screen. I'm telling you, my internet is so messed up. Let me stop my cam.
Okay.
That's the only way it seems like it wants to. It's just too much for it to handle.
What happened to your super snazzy picture on there?
Yeah, where
I don't know what the crap.
You just like
I'm
white
telling you.
In the middle.
I have lost so much stuff. I came out here and tried to set my computer up, and it literally did not even come on. We were talking about this.
Joe Parker, I wouldn't let her get with him like Rachel Coonbow's lawnmower because I'm afraid to tear it up.
Right. $20,000 lawnmowers break that in 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I ain't look on the good thing. If she broke it in 5 minutes, she took her 10. She'd had it back going.
She'd have pulled her hair back out in a wrench.
Yeah, she'd been like a surgeon. So she'd been going wrench, pliers.
Greg, speaking of surgeon, talk about the razor blade story.
Man, we can't tell them about the razor blade. Not on here. That's too violent.
That's a meet and greet campfire.
Yes,
story.
sir. Let's put it like this. Yeah. Eric had to. I think he's heard that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's a meet and greet campfire story.
Yeah. Let's put it like this. If you there's a show on one of the documentary channels or whatever. It's like if sex ever put you in the ER. Yeah, I could have won the whole series.
Oh yeah.
What the crap? Now where did Eric go? He's done like, screw y'all. I'm done. I'm out.
The man in black got him.
Eric,
no, I think like he was like, I'm done.
I don't know y'all got like some solar flares up there in northeast Tennessee and Virginia or something. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, my internet and my computers have been crazy for the past week.
I mean, Missy, I understand like where Spencer's at because he's got out in the middle of nowhere, but but like where you're at, you ain't that far out of town, are you?
No, and it should freaking, I don't know.
Hey, look, we've met some normal people before and we like almost ruined them.
Yeah. We are our own now.
Damn.
What in the world, y'all?
What?
I don't know. I keep cutting out. I can't hear nothing. All right.
It's good.
I'm getting like one bar. It's showing. See, it's about to lose signal. It's picking up in the corner.
Well, that's drunk one. I put 2 in there.
Oh. Spokesperson for Old Smoky. Old Smoky.
Hey, it's damn near
Look
froze.
here. My goodness, it's nearly froze. Oh my goodness.
It's good.
Butter pecan, son. Butter pecan.
Butter pecan.
Yes, sir.
Y'all coming up with a new ass wash?
Well, we may. Depends on what this does to me in the morning. I may need it. I may need a pressure washer. I ain't sure.
Pressure washer. I'm sorry, I was trying to read at the same time. Where the hell did Eric go?
I mean, you don't never know. Hey, it's all about
his computer just went black, so I don't know what the crap.
It's all about direction, consistency, and pressure.
Man, if they could see the text,
Yeah, that I don't want to stand I wouldn't want to stand at the end of Mark Green's cornfield.
Hey, I'll tell you what, seriously, I've looked at a lot of pictures here lately and reviewed a lot of videos, and that cornfield thing with Mark Green, that's weird. There's something there.
But Spencer, the thing about it,
that's right.
Yeah, you're right, River.
He don't right there at his place. He don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I may do it in here inside. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, look. I done talked. Baby, not everybody's got a trophy husband.
Hey, I won't tell you. I went and stayed with Greg, and I got the pleasure of meeting his wife, daughter, and his son. They are so freaking awesome. His wife is there. She is the sweetest person ever. And I'm going to tell you, you look at her and you're like, this lady has got to be one of the nicest people on the planet. But she's a freaking badass. I'm just going to say it.
Tell the truth, Misty. Tell the truth. I don't know if you ever catch him.
She's like,
no. His daughter.
She's like one of those you think you're gonna mess with and steal her person. She's gonna be like, oh wait, no, here, just go ahead and take it. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not Wanda.
Hey, look, I mean, I tell her all the time. I mean, I feel it's my civic duty as a husband to at least tell her what a good catch she's got.
Yes,
and you got to keep pounding that in their head. That way they know they'll take you for granted.
No, Wanda is nice when you meet her in person, and then she becomes an ass on Facebook.
Oh, she'll cut you to the bone. Look at her. I got evidence, Spencer. Y'all just don't know what she's done to Spencer.
For sure.
Yeah.
I never did nothing.
She's just helping me out. That's all it is. She's just helping me. So
I promise
if not,
you,
it does help me.
The tire goes to spinning, she'll throw me under the bus for traction.
Hey, you got to do something to get out.
If there's ever a snowstorm in Alabama, Greg's dead.
Man, I'm telling you, yeah, she'll spin all the way across me, up the middle, around both sides. Oh. How many people still?
How long have we been on here, y'all?
I don't know.
Y'all, that is literally what I was exactly about to say. It's been almost like 2.5 minutes from being 2 hours, and we have still got 67 people that have just hung out with us. You guys, thank you so much. That's really, really.
I'll tell you, I'm just gonna tell you. Yeah, she tried to shoot great balls of fire, son. I was about to be like Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, that's about where I was about to be. But now look, I mean, I figured her kryptonite all out just right off the bat. I'm talking about like second date kryptonite. Look here, all I had to do was just if you put three Conway Twitty songs. And make a damn Alabama group song right in there, like why lady why, and some Conway. Yeah, I had like silly putty. I just molded it.
and Misty gives me hell about Keith Whitley all the time.
Hey,
I like Keith Whitley. Don't get me wrong, but that wouldn't be my choice for some getting it on music. Just saying.
Yeah, for all the foot fetish people, Misty likes Prince.
Yeah.
I like a lot of things.
Hey, you can do a video to like moonwalking, Misty, and that draw them in.
Yep.
All right, Misty. Well, you can learn. Hey,
y'all, I'm done. Misty, I'm embarrassed. I'm out.
Misty, while we're on here having a good time and cutting up, let's let's see if we can brainstorm about what these folks think would be cool for Halloween.
Oh yeah, Misty's got plans for that. Misty,
Hey, we love it.
I want to do a like a Halloween. Sorry, I was trying to read comments. A Halloween special and do like stories, like tell stories, like real true stories. So
we could get Spencer to dress up like Charlie Brown.
That's the deal. You have to dress up. I don't care. I'm not damn having it no other way. It's Halloween. You have to dress up. My kids are grown. Don't trick or treat. I wear a costume every year.
There you go.
That's not surprising.
Hey, I like to dress up.
She got butt on her.
On the weekends, just so y'all know.
No, because I ain't telling I ain't Jenny the ghost over. I know. No, not tonight. I ain't. This is too much fun. I don't want to talk about that.
What does that mean?
Well, we'll go into this later. I'll get some more info on it. But there's an old home place over here in the Bankhead Forest. It was Aunt Jenny Johnson's. I think it was Johnson. Anyway, I'll get some more info on it. But the story was this old lady had wound up, and anyway, it's supposed to be a haunted place over in the Bankhead. And now I'll have to take Misty over there, and she'll be wanting to sit down and smoke cigarettes with this ghost or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hey, we can chat. I'm good with that.
Hey, look, I'll promise you that Philip, that right there, that'll ruin your Halloween. That'll trump any damn horror story you've ever heard, brother.
It will.
And I had to live that shit. It was horrible.
I'm still traumatized.
It's funny. It is funny.
No,
it's the most funny story that I've ever told in my life. And the shitty part is it's real.
Only a woman would say that's funny.
Yeah, every man around's cringing. I swear to you. It was way worse than me cutting my leg open, I promise.
It's funny. Yeah. I don't care who you are. That is a funny ass story. I mean,
that was the epic.
Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, Greg has got so many experiences that it's crazy. I mean, like you wouldn't even believe. It's like this man has something happen every day, and it's funny as shit.
Well, hell, let me just tell them about me damn nearly getting killed with the damn Yellow Jackets. Shit, no joking aside, the only thing I can tell y'all, I don't know how long the Lord wants me to stay on this earth, but He has looked out for me so many times. It's unreal. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking every day trying to figure out what He's got in store that I'm supposed to do other than make people smile.
Hey, it might be scary,
but I swear, y'all, I should have been dead numerous times. But I had my bulldozer. I was cutting a road in for a hunting club that I used to be in, and going through it was a cutover. It was 4 or 5 years old, and they'd planted little pines, but the pines they'd cut, the stumps had got rotten. And they were wanting us to, some of the guys that was in the club with me was wanting me to push this road in down the property line and cut at this corner and build a little green field. And by little, I'm talking about like 30 yards wide and about 100 yards long. So I got bulldozer over there, and I'm pushing down through there, and the blade, it's a slope. It's a sloping sideline. So on this side, I'm cutting, the blade is pitching, I'm cutting on the right and rolling the dirt to the left and cutting a level road. I'm going out through there, and it's just soft ground, and these stumps, I'm hitting these pine stumps that are, they're big, but they're rotten. And the blade's just clipping them off. And I'm going out there, and the tractor just going clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm watching the corner of the blade where it's in the ground. Yeah, Jeff, that's me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going out through there, and I'm just watching this blade dig in, pulling it up and down. And anyway, I'm going out there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to read too, but anyway, that's gonna mess me up. I can't read, y'all. I have to read in a minute. Anyway, I'm going through there, and y'all, I was going down through there, and I'm cutting like 2 foot deep on the right side and rolling it to the left side to make it level. And all of a sudden, I clip the top of this pine stump that is rotten. When I do, it looks like, and I don't know where everybody lives, but here in Alabama, we get these big old toadstool like mushroom things that'll be big. And if you kick one, it's like this dust just goes everywhere, just fogs out of it. Yeah. Well, by God, that's what it looked like happened when the corner of that blade hit that stump. But it wasn't fog or dust. It was god dang yellow jackets.
Like a yellow jacket.
And I'm talking about, it looked like a freaking cloud, just mushroom cloud rolls up and just envelops the whole bulldozer. The hood just went from like bright yellow to like a brownish yellow. They just go to the hood. Well, I'm in the damn cab of my bulldozer. It's a clearing cab, so it's got like expanded metal. There's no glass. It's not a sealed cab. And the doors, there's no doors on it. But it's got a heavy top where you can, if trees fall on you or whatever, you ain't going to get killed. Y'all, these damn yellow jackets cover the whole engine bay, cover the whole hood, and they cover the whole Greg. I'm talking about, I'm swatting and fighting, and I've mashed the clutch, so the bulldozer has stopped. The only defense I've got is my hat. And I've jerked my hat, I'm swatting and swinging, and like I'm fighting a brush fire. And I finally threw my hat down, and I had, for years I've had a goatee, but it wasn't as long as my beard. But I was taking my hands, and with no hat, I was taking my hands and grab it, and I would rake over my head all the way across my eyes, and I would squeeze, and I would have 2 handfuls of yellow jackets, and I would just mash them, and I'd sling them like that, and they would splat when they hit the floorboard. I'm talking about like right by my feet, I'm throwing 2 handfuls of mashed yellow jackets. And as fast as I could throw them and like shake my hands, I'd go right back and do it again. They was going, whoa. It looked like on TV where them people would have the bee beards. I had a bee fucking head. I would just rake yellow jackets, and I was killing them by the damn double handfuls and throwing them down. They were going up my damn shirt, trying to go in my nose. It was going in my ears. I had to keep my eyes closed because they was trying to sting me or in the eyes. And I'm just raking them as fast as I can do it. Well, I'm like, oh shit, I got to do something. I jerk that dozer in high reverse, throw the throttle wide open.
That's what's funny.
And y'all, I took off backwards. This bulldozer, the damn tracks are going clickety-clack, 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 clickety-clack. And I'm going out through this damn old cutover, and I'm running over stumps and damn logs, and the bulldozer's bucking, and I'm still fighting yellow jackets. And I'm just like raking my arms, and I would get a handful, and I'd mash them and throw them down, both arms. I've done my arms like 3 times, and I've done my head probably 6 times. Y'all, there was a layer of yellow jackets, probably 3 inches deep in the floorboard around my feet where I was squeezing them and killing them. And y'all, my God, I finally got the dozer out of them, and I probably went 100 yards or better and got back out of the yellow jackets. I threw the dozer into neutral and shoved the throttle up, and it was just idling. And I jumped off of it and run. All my damn buddies, and my dad was there, and Wanda may have been there. I can't remember if she was there or not. But anyway, they're about 200 yards across this swag over there looking at me like, what is he doing? Well, I come out of the damn bulldozer, and I'm staggering and stumbling and falling. Well, Dad comes over in the truck and gets me. And y'all, I still got all up under my shirt. I'm stung all over my body. And they went up my pants legs. I ate the hell up. They get me over there and put me in the shade. And they was like, you're going to have to go to the hospital. You're going to have to go to the hospital. I was like, no, I got some Benadryl in the truck. They got me 3 Benadryl, and I took them right then. And y'all, I sit there in the shade, and there was 2 of the women, so a couple of the guys that was in the club, their wives. They took driver's license or credit cards, it seemed like it was driver's license, and they'd put those things on my arm, and they would slide them they could rake it down my arm, and when they pull it up, it was pulling the stingers and the little poison sacks. It'd be just a line. The damn driver's license would be just like a strip of damn stingers. And they'd wipe them off. They was combing. Them things was mashed all in my hair. They was combing my head with the driver's license in my face. They was pulling stingers. I had stingers all in me, y'all. They lost count at like 160 or 180 stings. They said, to hell with it. We can't count them all. But how the hell I didn't die, it was only the grace of the good Lord.
Wait. Whenever they went down your pants and everything, did everything swell up?
Well, they didn't make it to the twig and berries. They didn't get that far.
No, them got.
I think, and the only reason they didn't go on my butthole is because I had it was biting the hell out of the damn seat. But yeah, y'all, you talking about, I felt like I had been set on fire from head to toe. I felt like I had been burned. But God dang, it was horrible. I never got sick, nothing. I mean, I hurt, golly, y'all, for probably an hour. I felt like somebody had just absolutely burnt me with a flame. And then about probably 4 or 5 years after that, I was on the tractor working a different grain field on a piece of property that I own, and I hung a damn rotten stump, and when it rolled it out of the ground, it jerked a big, way bigger than a damn coffee can. It pulled it out like a plug. And next time I'm going out there and the tractor like kind of jerks. And all of a sudden it's like a cloud passes me and it goes by me and then whoops around. And I said, oh shit. And I just kept the tractor going and I was fighting and swatting them. And I threw the tractor in neutral and dove off of it. And I started running. I ran out into the woods, which it was about 40 yards to the wood line. And I ran there and then ran about 30 or 40 yards up in the woods, getting away from this swarm. And y'all, I was killing them and I was mashing them. And once again, they was going to my eyes and I'm wiping them off of me. And I stood there. I thought, well, I've got out of them. And I was killing the ones that was still stinging me. And all of a sudden, up in the air above me, you could hear them coming. It was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then pop, 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 pop. Here they come. Them things had chased me about 75, 80 yards and lit my ass up again. And I broke running. And I run about another 100 yards. Spencer, where we went on my land under the bluff down there.
Yeah.
I was in that field and I ran out in the wood line where we could just see the bluff and I stopped. And then I ran from there on over to the edge of the government land. That's where I wound up stopping. And by the grace of the good Lord, I had a cigarette lighter in my pocket. I hit the ground and it was all oak leaves. And I raked the leaves up, started setting them on fire. And I had to hover in that smoke. And every time the fire would start burning good, I'd shove leaves back on it. And y'all, I had to hover and just stay standing in that smoke to keep them off of me. But I could hear them. They got over above me, swarming around and following me all the way to that smoke. They like to eat my ass up. But now I know I got stung nearly 100 times that day.
You need to tell them where you get it from. Your dad buying that new bush hog.
Yeah, but y'all, I mean, I've had some traumatic stuff, and that's all I can tell you is, honest to God, the grace of the good Lord's the only reason that I'm still here. Because both times I've got eat up that bad. I don't know. I mean, I'm apparently not allergic to bees by any shape, form, or fashion. I'm hellacious allergic to the pain part of it.
Well, but we don't have the fire ants like y'all have down there, but we have red ants, which will light your ass up. And one time on a wilderness survival seminar, I was teaching people about making a debris hut, and the demonstration hut that I was showing for everybody, I had built it over top of a red ant, and I didn't know it. And everybody was like, "Were you sleeping there tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, just like all of y'all are going." And I crawled my ass, and it was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess the ants got pissed off and they came out. I started to pour up and I stood up like a damn booger coming out of a cave and blew that damn thing all the hell. You know, stood right up through the tree hut.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the hell, because I had ants all over me and they were tearing my ass. I can only imagine Yellow Jackets. I mean, been lit up by yellow jackets, nothing like what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Don't ask
Jeff.
where I went. I ain't telling.
Oh, we know you were going for about 5 minutes. Where's JR?
No.
I'm.
What are you dining upon? Hell, now look here. I've got it down. Pull my hair around now. Shit, if I ain't, Eric's gonna watch and make fun of me like it was Kane.
Eric has the greatest mohawk ever he wants to. All right, y'all. We've been at this a long time. So,
Did we ever decide if we had any like legitimate questions somebody's wanting to ask?
I don't think
No,
so.
but seriously, y'all, if you got stuff you want to ask, I mean, like whatever, it doesn't have to be about Bigfoot or whatever. Like, if y'all want to ask, not nothing crazy and too personal, but you know what I'm saying. Like, we're trying to get you all to know us more, like how we actually are as people outside of just podcasting to you all.
Yeah. I keep trying to tell y'all, if you're sitting around a campfire, this is how it actually is. Not like what we do on Sunday, where we're not trying to be professional, but we're trying to be
Semi-pro.
whenever we're talking to somebody, about Bigfoot Sundays and everything. It's just us shooting the shit.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say, I ain't much of a drinker, but since I've been around these two, like that's the only way I can put up with them.
Oh my God. There we are. Captain Bad Influence and his sidekick Kato.
Wait, which one of us is Captain Bad Influence?
I think it could go either way.
I don't know. I am starving. Look, little mini tacos.
Apparently, I'm Bad Influence, Spencer, because she does like I do. She stays up all night. She don't go to bed at 6:30 in the evening like you do.
That's because you fuckers don't have to get up at 5 o'clock to go to work.
Hey, brother.
I went to sleep this morning at 7:15 and was up by 10:45.
That's because your ankle is messed up and you can't sleep.
Well, this is true. Yeah.
Okay, I got a bad hip and I can't sleep. That's why we sit up and text each other all night.
We're both down at hurt. Yeah. It's either laugh or crying. I ain't much on crying.
This is why I wake up to 300 texts. I'm like, oh my God, 300 texts. This must be important. And I look at it and it's them making jokes about ass wash.
Hey, Squirrels World, party on, excellent. Hey, we have fun, ain't no doubt, y'all. I mean, we just do. Oh,
right?
Look at there. She's all time. She's the damn weirdo. She's all you weirdo. Hey, I embrace the weirdness.
That's right.
Hey, if
it wasn't for him and Spencer, though, I love them to death.
Hey, if you'll surround yourself with enough weirdos, you're normal.
Ain't that the truth?
That's fact.
Mm-hmm.
Alan's in the back.
You just got to pick people that's worse than you are.
Yeah. My time to shine.
Alan's in the background like some kind of weird star.
I think are you cooking us some pizza?
Yeah.
He's cooking us some pizza. Look at him. Well, I told you it. True brother right there. He's cooking us some pizza. We've had a beautiful day.
Good man.
No doubt. Well, is there any place I won't go because of booger activity? Yeah, there's one down place. There's one place on the place that I hunt right now.
We went into hunting his daughter's deer.
David, look, brother, all I can tell you is the creepy feels. I've decided on that piece of property. I mean, I've tried. I tell myself, look, I'm going off in there, and the woods look like everywhere else, but where it's at, it drops off toward the river, and we'll dive into this fairly deep for a minute. I have decided that I was.
Hang on just a second, Greg.
All right.
No.
Hey, hold on just a second. If y'all have got questions, David, I see you said typing in all caps sucks. I know it does. And we hate to ask. It's just sometimes chat goes so fast it's hard to really keep up with it. But if y'all want to ask anything, I'm watching the comments right now. So don't worry about the all caps. Just go ahead and just do whatever you guys need to do.
But David, I got that piece of property, that the big field that I hunt in, and I've had a lot of stuff happen. All right, on it'd be the the southwest end of this field. I would want to go in there and hunt because there would be a lot of deer come out from that end a lot of times, and I think, well, what's not coming out that I'm missing? What am I not getting that's waiting until after I'm gone before they're coming out? And I think, okay, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna catch these deer before dark. And I would tell myself, look, I'm going to go in there and I'm going off in there and I'm going to set up on the side of this hill and I'm probably going to kill the big Muy Grande. Well, I would tell myself that for several days. Okay, I'm going in there. That's where I'm going to hunt. And, dude, I'd park my Jeep. Sometimes I'd pull it down there 200 or 300 yards from that end of the field. Sometimes I'd walk 700-800 yards across that field. I'd walk all the way down there, and the closer I'd get, the more my spidey senses or just dumbass surroundery or whatever the hell we want to call it, but it's just picking up on horrible, terrible, bad vibes. Like, don't bring your ass in here. I mean, it wasn't like I was getting no damn mind speak. It wasn't like I was getting, I don't know. Okay. Y'all breaking my train of thought. Anyway,
I'm taking selfies with my food.
Oh no. But anyway, I would go to the end of that field and I could not make myself go out of that field. I couldn't even make myself walk to that corner of that field. I would get within sometimes 100 yards of it, the corner, to where I was going to go in this old log road to go out. No, it was like the further I walked, the harder it got to walk. It was like I was wading through deep mud. And, dude, it was just like everything I had. It was like gloom and doom and just like something telling me, you're not welcome here. Don't come in here. Don't come any closer. You got to stay back. Now, I didn't hear any like voices in my head, nothing like that. But it was absolutely wash over me that I'm about to die. You're not coming in here. It was just like an evil presence, and that's the best I can describe it. It was just like something evil telling me, "Don't go, don't come here, don't come in here." And y'all, it was horrible. And I would walk in there and I'd say, well, I'd think, well, okay, I'll just hunt over here and I'm not going to go on in there. Well, I'd get thinking about it, and over a day or two or three or four, and I think, well, shit, you're just being a pud. Hell, go in there. You'll be all right. You've dealt with these things for a while. It's just you're getting creeped out. I tried again, and the same shit. I could not make myself go in there. And the weird thing, I mean, I told people about this stuff, about how that worked and how, I couldn't, kind of what had happened. Well, when Misty and Spencer and Noble and Rebecca and Mark came, we rode down in there and I showed them where I hunt and carried them around all these places I've had all these experiences. And Rebecca being able to pick up on this top stuff and Misty picking up on it. When we went around that field, they got the creepy oh crap vibes, and guess where they got them? The same damn place I've always got them. So,
and we didn't know it.
No,
I mean, we were across the field completely whenever he said something about it. We had no idea what area he was actually even really talking about. We both knew it. I mean, that's one thing. When me and Rebecca got together, I was really shocked. I hear him sitting here waving my cheese stick everywhere. Sorry, y'all. I ain't had supper yet. But when me and Rebecca got together, I mean, we really did. It was surprising at how strong stuff, felt for us.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe. Sure did.
I will say this. I mean, there's no way to quantify this if you're talking about Bigfoot stuff. And y'all, you got to keep in mind that a lot of people on Facebook and YouTube, I mean, maybe they're not being 100% honest, but the creepy thing, it's a real thing. And if you experience it, you know what it feels like, and it's weird. It's like it's something outside of yourself that you can't control. The creepy thing is a real thing.
Yeah, you better listen to that. I learned really quick dealing with these things. When you get those creepy feels, you don't brush them away anymore. You need to listen to them. If you're somewhere and you get that feeling, listen to it, and be somewhere else.
Or go.
Well, Jeff, on that, I've got I hunt with a semi-automatic Browning. I've got an extra mag that I can flip in it really quick. And I always carry a minimum of 40 rounds of 30-06 with me, or 270. It depends on which Browning I want to carry that day. And I carry a Smith & Wesson 686 Combat Plus revolver. It holds 7 rounds.
Good night, Diane. Thank you for everything. Sorry, Greg.
Oh, that's all right. Good night, Diane. But man, I carry that pistol and that rifle. I mean, I may not be good at a whole lot, but I'm down there surgical with that rifle and that pistol. I mean, I've killed a lot of deer running deer at 300, 350 yards. Spencer's, like he's talking about a while ago, he got to see one of my big 8 points on the wall that I shot through open hardwood timber. Running, first shot was 100 yards, last shot was 180 yards, and I fired 4 rounds. Fired 4 rounds on that running deer, and I mean hauling ass. But I shot that deer, and every time I pulled trigger, it didn't look like it cut a hair. And when we found that buck, I had a 4-shot group, and a little bigger than that can.
Bottom of this can.
And I shot him, and that was me freehanding, standing on the ground, freehanding that rifle. And I mean, no joke, dude. I can run the hell of a damn gun. I always have been. Just hand-eye coordination with a firearm of any kind. I can wing shoot birds about as good as anybody I've ever hunted with, period. But, man, I was afraid that, I mean, I don't know what it'll take to take one of these down. I really don't. I mean, I don't know. I know a 30-06 will stop a whole hell of a lot. But, and honestly, it's not the one that I'm going to have to shoot that's got me worried. It's the one that I don't know that's there, or the 2 or the 3 or the 4 that's there with that one. And God dang, you may be like me in that damn yellow jacket nest. They may be swarming you from all sides, and God dang, if ain't but one of you and several of them, it's going to get shitty in a damn hurry. Oh, man.
The only thing I say about the gun thing with everybody talking is, again, if you've ever found something like real, I mean, it just the amount of firearm or firepower that you have, it's comforting. I don't care what caliber you have. You know that this thing it's way bigger than you.
Well, what worries me too is if you were forced to shoot one, and let's say you shoot it center mass, let's say you even lung shoot it. That thing's already mad and its adrenaline's jacked up, and adrenaline gives stuff superpowers. We all know that. That's documented. People like women, their kids run over and under a car. Women picking a car up, men picking up cars, moving heavy objects because of adrenaline. Well, what if you've got one of these things that's already got all this power and strength, and you shoot it and piss it off, and let's say you do put a bunch of rounds on it. What if that damn thing?
Yep.
Yeah, Chill, that's right. It's the one you don't say. But what if you do? You may lung shoot one. I mean, I've lung shot deer, both double lunged them, and them damn things run 200 yards on adrenaline. Well, this thing be on you in a split second. Wouldn't take just a blink of an eye, jerk your arms off, your legs off, pop your head off. I mean, I don't know how hard it's going to be to, that's a damn fact. They don't nobody go in the woods with me that they don't carry a large caliber handgun. And Wanda hunts with a Browning Bar 272. That's what she hunts with, and I make sure that she carries plenty of ammo, really good flashlights, extra batteries. Yeah.
He stayed on me so much, Wanda, that I keep more than just one with me. I usually got two, and I've got my 380 and a big old daggone 357.
I'm working, Misty. I'm working on getting you a really good holster too for you to carry. You really need one, either a shoulder holster or you need one of those right here where your handguns are like right here in front of you, like across on your chest. You need one. That's what you need.
Misty is only packed for 5. What she needs is she needs a judge with snake shot in it.
Yeah. Yeah, but guys, like I said, I've drawn down on this thing.
I won't show the whole thing. Get this out.
Watch her go. Yeah, don't get us in trouble.
Can I show this? Does it matter?
No.
No, I want to, y'all. This is my spider killer. But check out my handles. Is what I'm.
Spider killer.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. It's badass.
Yeah, I'd like to hear Jeff's story one of these days.
I love the handles.
Brother, I thought they would kill me several times. I mean, honest to God, dude, I don't think they understand what a gun actually, that it's, got shells and, how it works and all that. But I know they know what one does, because when I've had these damn things multiple times, when I was bluff charged, when I went into, wide stance with my feet leveled down with that rifle, they'd slam on brakes. They didn't pop out on me. And I've had them down close too. I'm talking about, by God, bad close. And there were several times. I think that's the only damn reason that I made it back to the truck. It's because I was armed. I really 100% believe that by everything, all my being, that's the only damn reason I made it back out. And I don't know what the hell would have happened if I had been unarmed. I don't know. But I can tell you for a damn fact, they know that that's a weapon. 100%. That's just damn fact. You can write that on a rock. But they damn sure know. They know what a damn gun does.
The point being, though, they're not Harry and the Henderson like kind of Bigfoot. They're not like the super friendly forest giants that you want to take over.
No. And guys here, Wanda can tell y'all. I'm sure she'll comment on this, but like here at my man cave where me and Al's sitting right now, if her and my daughter go to leave, or even my son, 17-year-old son, hell, he's 6'2", 220 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
When they go to leave, if it's especially after dark, I walk their ass out to the damn car. I won't let them go out by themselves, or Al will walk them out, and he'll have a 45 ACP, or I'll have that 357 Magnum laying right over there. I walk them to the car and make sure they're in it, and they leave. I don't trust these things. I've done dealt with them too damn long. I mean, we're talking 20-something years of this shit. And yeah, we kind of on good terms with them now and have been for a while. But I'm still flashing back of the bullshit that I put up with for so many years. I don't trust them. I really don't. I mean, they're wild. Whatever the hell they are, I got a theory of my own what they are, somewhat maybe, but they're still a wild something. They're wild.
It's an animal.
Yeah, it's something. So I don't trust them.
They can do a lot more than what a lot of people think. I tell you, and I did not know it until Greg's house.
Yes. Yeah. Well, at Mark Green, I started to see really weird stuff. Greg's place confirmed it. But anyway, hey, y'all, we have gone 2 hours, 40 minutes now. We will have a show on Thursday. Mary, Fabian, is on there on or Sunday rather. Mary Fabian is on there on Sunday from
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Do y'all want me to come with y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll behave, Mary. Big love. Mary's my friend now. Look here. Can't beat Mary Fabian. Y'all, look. I'm throwing the shameless plug out for Mary. Y'all, they run the best Facebook group, the Pennsylvania Bigfoot group, bar none. That is the best. They got the best people run that thing. My gosh, y'all, look.
Tell Mary I said hello.
Yep, Al said hello, Mary. But look, their group is freaking phenomenal. I'm talking about, looky here. They've got the best Facebook group, bar none. There's no ridicule of nobody, because if anybody starts some crap, they're done. They're toast. They're out. Ain't coming back.
Thousands of subscribers. Thousands.
Yes. Well, and they try to keep it real. I mean, a lot of the Facebook groups let anything go through. They keep it clean on their.
Oh, yes, sir. Tight ship. But hey, right quick, I saw one of the comments on there. Somebody want to know if I'd ever seen one. Yes, I sure have.
3 times.
I've seen 3 different ones. 3 different ones that I have seen. 2 of them, broad daylight. Broad daylight saw. Sure have. I've been dating, and I've had piles of encounters.
Greg has done 8 or 9 like full-fledged interviews that are serious, not like this. Talking about all his stuff. And if you want to see him, watch Big Dog T2B. Go back and watch Chuck Lab was the original one. Yeah. He was on Beast TV a couple times. Go watch him.
Yeah, I was on Beast. I was like, I think it was 138. Was when I done my first one with Mark and Larry. I think that's right. I think it was episode 138, and then it started from there. And there's a pile of them, guys. Mary said, "Hey, Al."
Okay.
Tell her next time we're at LBO, we gotta go back and eat that little restaurant.
Yeah, Mary, she went out and eat with us up there, Coombo and all of us.
Yeah. Well, I'm Pennsylvania. It cracks me that everybody thinks Bigfoot is like a West Coast thing. There are probably more boogers in the South than anywhere else, in my opinion. And Pennsylvania, even though it's not in the South, is one of the states that have the most like recordings and everything. And Mary Fabian has been doing this stuff for a long time. You need to come along and watch the show Sunday. She has a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Follow the national praise.
If you'll give me just 1 second, let me look, and I'm going to
Spencer, put our email up. Sorry, y'all. I probably got all kinds of food in my teeth, but it is what it is. It's late night, so here I'll show.
Yeah. All right, look, the first one that I done with Mark and Larry was on Beast TV, and it was episode 138. I did 138, and then I done that was part 1 of that, and then I done part 2. And it was these were actually labeled Living with Bigfoot, but I done 138, and then part 2 Living with Bigfoot, and then there was a part 3 Beast Night with Bama, and then I done a part 4 Living with Bigfoot, and then I done the Sweet Home Alabama, or the Alabama Bigfoot Encounters, and then we done Man Cave Boogers. Oh, golly, I've done so many with y'all now, too. And then we've done so many from there with Mark and Larry. Y'all, I mean, I've probably done, 20-something podcasts with y'all. But the more serious ones, when y'all will really hear me telling a lot of my encounters, just start with that Living with Bigfoot, Beast TV 138, and go from there. Y'all will get to hear a lot of my encounters. And that's where I got with these two, and it went off the rails.
Yeah. Don't watch our show with Greg.
I missed something.
What? What are you doing? What? All right.
Yeah, I did do Big Dog. David did
My
do
internet's
Big
cutting
Dog.
out, and Oliver said, "See my post above," but I'm not seeing it.
Big Dog T2.
Yeah, I did Big Dog several
Can you hear
years
me?
ago. God, I don't
No.
remember how many years ago was it I did Chuck Slabs. What's that? 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh, it was a good while. Probably that's great.
That's the only thing I'd ever done. I wouldn't talk to people about it. And then I decided to come out and talk to people that maybe I could help somebody have some, maybe I could answer some questions for somebody. So I decided to start doing it. But but see, like the Big Dog T2B guys,
Yes.
I mean, that's like some of my Bigfoot family. I mean, that's Nate Boland's brainchild. Nate's a good friend of mine. You got Nate, Jimmy Osmer, Jack Oberkirch, Coonbo, of course, Brother Coonbo. That's how I done the Big Dog T2B.
That's right. If just like I was talking about earlier with like not Kane channel or what Eric's channel called Bigfoot Explorer.
Appalachian Bigfoot Explorer, yes.
Yes. Just like those channels, Big Dog T2B is one of those that you go and watch, and they don't do it like every week or anything. That sometimes it'll be 3 months, sometimes twice a month. But that's real information on the big subject. I'm concerned anyway. But Greg was on Chuck Slab show years ago. That's how I found out about Greg years before. But the Big Dog T2B, that channel, Big Dog TB, that channel, they got really good information. If y'all are serious about the thing, you got to go check out that channel.
Yeah, they were trying to do a kind of like a network of like location of sightings and stuff and dealing with that, and they were really wanting to try to get a lot of people's encounters where they could where like map it out, have a good map area to show where hot spots were.
Hold on. Eric's channel is Appalachian Bigfoot Explorer.
Yeah.
And Kane's channel is House of Enoch.
Yeah.
But Kane posts way more on Facebook under that than he does on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, but now Joe Parker right there won't know if I'd done Sasquatch Chronicles. No, Joe, I did not. I'd actually reached out to him about it was before I ever done the one with Chuck Slabs, I think. Anyway, it's been a long time ago. It was, let's put it like this. He was in probably maybe 100 shows deep or less. And I reached out to him and I basically just sent him an email, told him that I really liked his program and I thought that would help a lot of people, and I had a lot of encounters. And then Wes Germer, he reached out to me. He sent me an email back, wanted to know if I'd talk to him by phone. And I did. I talked to him and told him some of my encounters. And he wanted me to come on there. And I told him, I said, dude, I'm not ready for all that. I'm just an old hillbilly down here in Alabama. I said, but I appreciate what you're doing. And he contacted me a couple of more times wanting me to come on. And I just never did. I just, like I said, and I told him the other night, I've had several pretty big names, people with a lot of subscribers want me to do their shows. I just don't have it in me right now to do that. I mean, these guys right here, the Beast TV, I call all the Beasties, and Misty and Spencer. I guess I'm just at their whim because they make me feel like family. That's just the way I feel with these guys. And that's just where I'm at. And just pretty much, guys, I'll just be honest with you. Just like all y'all in chat Hell, I look at y'all as extended family pretty much.
Oh, Philip Miller said, Greg, is there any... Look, y'all, we got to go, but...
Well...
Is there any dog man around there?
I've not seen them, not seen sign of them, but I did have a boy tell me about... He come up on me at a local Dollar General and wanted to talk to me. I met him outside at my truck, and he proceeded to tell me about that him and his girlfriend, and she was there too, backed him up on everything he told me. But it'll be less than 10 miles crow fly northeast of where I'm sitting. They saw two, and he said these things was 8 foot tall, and they had like snouts on them, like a dog, and said they were massive, and they had blue eyes. And this old boy was a pulpwooder. All he'd ever done, him and his daddy, his whole family, they logged for a living. It scared shit out of him. Him and his girlfriend saw him at night, riding around through the forest and saw him. And then Coonbo's got some reports not far from here, within 40 miles. So, yeah, they're sad as I hate to be about it. Yeah, I'm kind of like Spencer. I just seen them damn things stay somewhere else.
Yeah. You know,
I'm not going to say nothing on that because I don't know. I don't know that I want to see one, but.
What? You want to see one?
Into the werewolves and all that stuff, so.
No.
Now, she's got it in her head that this dude's going to look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's going to turn into this big
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. I mean, like.
He has fantasies about the dog man thing. No.
Yeah, David, that was Chuck's okay chasing the beast, yeah. Because he was in Oklahoma.
Yeah. And really, in all honesty, even though Chuck doesn't do the show anymore, if you can still find the older episodes of Chasing the Beast, you should go back and listen to that. And y'all, I cannot stress enough. There's a difference between the channels that have people on that are talking about the real thing and the channels that just let anyone on. Some of it might be not necessarily the real thing. I don't know how to phrase that being politically correct. But Chuck Slab's channel, that Chasing the Beast, go back and listen to all those interviews.
Yeah.
Better I know than to be in the dark. Yep. Well.
Oh, Spencer, wait just a second before we get out of here. I got to tell Miss Sherry something. Sherry, last night, about 12:45, I got rolled up over here at the man cave. I went home for a little while and played Big Chief. Got back over here, and Al was in here in the bedroom. He slept in. I pulled up outside, backed my truck up by where I come up on the porch, opened the truck door, cut the truck off, opened the door to get out. About 300 yards away from the river. Actually, the river kind of comes around where I'm at, but across the paved highway, about 300 yards from my truck, heard one awesome damn scream last night. He just done it one time, and it was a deep, low scream, lasted about count of 3 Mississippi. But yeah, they still right here right now. I ain't had a lot of stuff going on here lately. But by God, last night it was way louder than anything happened while Misty and them was here.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you what. Now, I don't want to talk about it tonight. We ain't got time, but I will tell what happened to me while we were there at Greg's, and when I can actually say, and go into detail because it had never happened before. That was the first time I had ever been messed with, in my mind. They call it zapped, but it was weird. I mean, I tried to wake Greg up. I was going, Greg. I couldn't get him to get out of bed because, it was past 5 o'clock in the morning. It was almost daylight. And I got woke up, and it just, I'll tell it later. But
she was wigged out. She was wigged out pretty bad. But yes, Miss Sherry, please bring your kayaks. Yes. Yeah.
You will have a blast down here.
Yeah, it'll be really good kayaking, y'all. You'll be able to go way up in the forest by kayak, and you ought to be able to look a lot at these banks and stuff. Yeah, who knows? You may find where one's been crossing or something. But yeah, definitely bring your kayak.
You need to talk Greg into getting his brother to go with you and take you to the Sand Island or whatever they call it down there.
Yeah, I'll show you, and y'all will be able to go by kayak down there to where the tent site was.
Alabama,
it's beautiful.
Free state I've ever seen.
It's pretty, man. The land of 1,000 rivers. We got them. Lots of them.
It is beautiful.
Alabama is beautiful beyond doubt, but I'm telling you, it's got boogers for a fact.
And Sherry, tell Mr. Jim, we can't wait to see him. He get down here, me and him get off and get into something while y'all kayaking.
Y'all, thank you all so much. I hope I don't cut out, but really, we still have 65 people in here. That is really, really awesome. I mean, I know people's came and gone, but
like every time, y'all. Big, massive love to everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Yep. Good night, y'all.
Good
anybody
night.
got any stories they want to tell us? There's the email. Send us a link. Whatever you want to do to come on. Like, we'll do shows. Y'all can come on our show. Whatever. We want to hear some stories. If you got something you want to tell us, send an email. But we love you all so much, and thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.